One sec.
Yeah.
Oh, I started streaming, so, okay. I think they can hear us if we talk, so let me...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
is up, boys? How is everybody doing today? Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Woo! How's everybody doing today? Dunedane, how you doing, brother?
Hello, DevCam.
Hell yeah. No problem, brother.
We just had an awesome GMA, and I felt like chatting a little bit more with you, so thank you.
Fuck yeah! I'm so excited. Can you guys hear him? Okay. Let me make sure they can hear you all right. I just turned you up a little bit. Yeah, dude. I had a really good time on GMA. GMA is always fucking great. Always fun, man. I love it. Even though I always feel like we always have some kind of disagreement along the way. It was definitely a lot of fun. That Max music, yeah, Izzy. I felt the Mulgore today, baby. You know, it's a beautiful day outside. It is absolutely beautiful, and I'm just so happy to be here. Turn them up a bit.
Mulgore.
There we go. I think
Mulgore is one of the best. It's in my top 3 of all starting zones, really.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
See,
it's probably even higher than the human one. I like the Night Elf one the most, and then probably the Taran one.
Honestly, Mulgore has grown on me. Like, I, for a while, did not like Mulgore. I thought it was boring. I just didn't play there that much, so I didn't get that good of an impression of it. But as I started to explore it more, I fucking love it. I love the music. I love the architecture. I feel like as I've gotten older, different zones have become more you know, I've become more infatuated with.
Mm-hmm. Well, you kind of convinced me to try out the Undead Zone again, well, yeah, I like it maybe a little bit more than before, but
nice.
It's still dark, right?
Yeah, it is very dark.
I like the sunny areas, the green areas. So yeah,
I hear you. I know you like a lot of the greener areas. But Uranus says, "Hello, brother. 60-something days left. Can't wait." Oh my God, I know. Exa, the disagreements are good. They make for good discussion. They are good. I noticed when we were talking about the dueling thing, the views were going up. So I think people do like. I mean, it's good to have some disagreements. I mean, not everyone's going to agree on everything. You know what I mean? So I thought it was interesting, and I think for a lot of people that is definitely a topic of contention. Like, I just hate when you say, okay, everything's allowed in the duel, and then it becomes, you know, who has the more potions and all this. I want to, you know, I feel like there has to be a limit. You know what I mean?
Well, before we started to talk, I was more in the camp of you don't need anything in duels, just the class. But then you started giving your idea about it, and yeah, I kind of follow you.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm glad you did. Melderon always likes to play devil's advocate. He always just likes to. Yeah, that's good. He does. I like Dunmoreau because I love snow. I know, me too. Dark Halls, I do too. I got on Voldemort today for 20 minutes, and it was like, what am I doing? I'll burn out before Classic Jello. Oh man. I know, dude. I feel you on that.
That's one of the good things, right? Every starting zone is so unique, so it's all really a different experience.
Yeah, that's true. They really are very unique. I mean, the only one I would say is a little. I mean, okay. So let's go over that for a second. Obviously, you know, I would say Mulgore and Dortar are probably they're not that similar though. So obviously you have the very different undead starting zone in Tears Full, very different.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then you have Mulgore, then you have Dortar for the Horde. For Alliance, you have Dunmoreau, you have Teldrassil, and then you have Elwyn. So out of all of those, I think that's interesting, right? Because they all have a very unique feeling. But I think probably one of the most unique would probably be Teldrassil. What do you think?
Yeah. Teldrassil is by far my favorite. It's perfect in a lot of ways. The music is awesome. The atmosphere. You really feel like you're in a giant forest. And it's the first zone I ever played. My first character was a Night Elf for 2 days, and then I switched to human. So I guess that nostalgia factor is part of it. But I still think it's really awesome.
I do too, and I love running around, seeing other people of that, you know, same race, and then you get to leave, and that's why, of course, no sharding, right, boys? No sharding.
No sharding.
All right. So the weather here is beautiful, VX Cosmos. It is about 63 here today. It was rainy yesterday. It's going to rain tomorrow, but today is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Tarn is the best looking. Human is the quickest. All I do in Voldemort now is fish and Mulgore. Summer 2019 equals summer. Yeah, I know, right? Dark Hell is what it sounds like. Snack pack with the Melderon. Okay, here we go. Neg Smoke says, no world buffs, no flasks, everything else goes. I can do that. Okay. And another thing, too, would be for me, like, I really think in a duel, you know, engineering would have to be in there, just because as long as, you know, both people people have engineering, obviously, but if one person doesn't, I mean, that right there is a huge huge difference. But I think it still should be allowed. I don't know. There's a lot of different you know, things going on. Sarmonican, what's going on, brother? How are things going, Def Camp? Sarmonican, guys, let me just say, today's been a beautiful day. This week's been a beautiful week. I don't know how you've been feeling during the day, but the closer we are getting to Classic, every day is just brighter and brighter. I mean, I've had just a lot of good things happen. This week started off pretty shitty for me, honestly. I'll admit. Some things happened at work where I don't think I was going to be working there for much longer, because, you know, I do.
Oh.
Because, you know, I'm an intern there, and wasn't getting paid for like the longest time, and now it looks like I'll start getting paid soon, hopefully. Even though it's just part-time, they were kind of screwing me around for a while, but
that sucks.
Yeah, but all I care about now, dude, is fucking Classic WoW coming out. And has Blizzard mentioned server population cap? Dark Halls, no server population caps. That's something, dude. Dane, what do you, I mean, me and you are we agree on a lot of things, right?
Yeah, we do.
I definitely have thought about server population cap for a long time, and I don't want to see anything over 5K personally. I even think 5K is a little on the high side. Yeah. But, you know, one thing I've definitely have thought about is, like, okay, if you know, of course, the lower population, the less need you have for sharding, or the less amount of sharding, right? You want to only, even if they do implement it, it would hopefully not only be for more than a couple levels or something like that. But obviously, the less population, the less need for sharding. But the more population, the better, I think, the argument to have single server BGs for the life of Classic. So that's why I think it's got to be somewhere in between, you know, 2.55, somewhere in between there, maybe 4K. I don't know. I love the importance of feeling that close knit feeling to each player, and you remember people. But I also understand that, you know, maybe I don't know. I think there's like a perfect roundabout number. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying, but I'm basically no changes on this thing. But does it mean we need cross-server battlegrounds? That's like the big question, right? So we have played on private servers with about 5K population, or 4K even,
right?
And I still feel that's quite a big number. There is too much. I feel there are too many people in a lot of zones. It feels too crowded sometimes, and I rather have it a little bit lower. Now, I think we should have no cross-round BGs to start with, and maybe if it turns out it's not that good after all, they might have to change it to keep things balanced.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard, but I would rather have no cross-round BGs and just the 2.5K pop servers.
Yeah.
And see how it goes from there.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, it's like a double-edged sword with a lot of things, you know what I mean? And, like, I'm thinking, you know, I thought maybe, like, 4K would be a good number to where you could have both. Oh, by the way, Jello, I'm sorry, I use Restream.io, which is a service where you basically send one signal to that website, and then it sends it to two others. And yes, if you're an affiliate, you can do, but once you're partnered, you can't do that. But yeah, so it's like, it's definitely a double-edged sword with a lot of things. That's why a lot of the time I'll think that I'm like really on board for something, but then you got to think about the implications of that, you know?
But some of the things I really look forward to is that lower population size. I feel like it will have a huge impact on how it plays. The economy will be totally different. The group finding will be different. The community will be different.
Yeah.
You know everyone, but I mean, potions might be more expensive or might be cheaper. You don't know.
That's true.
Being the main enchanter on a server is probably a lot different on a 2.5K server than on a 10K server, and that's a main difference from private servers. Something I really look forward to. So I would kind of be disappointed if they went with huge server sizes.
Yeah, I agree, and I mean we'll see. VX Cosmos. So also Dune someone who's planning on streaming, and this is something he asked before. Is it easier to start streaming or better to start streaming on YouTube or Twitch? Usually, I've noticed for newer streamers, it seems like YouTube is very good. At least for me, it was, right, because I have a YouTube channel. But I've heard from other people it's harder to start off on Twitch for a lot of people. But it does seem like YouTube, if you have some kind of growth or ability on there, it might be a little bit easier for some people. But, I'm not too sure. I'm still kind of new to streaming myself. But it seems like Twitch is definitely harder to get, But once you start get people, they start to come back, and it's pretty good. But honestly, I mean, ever since we started streaming, I think Dune you should start too, man, because, it's a lot of fun. It's like very cool to just have that. Very chill, like sit down and be able to talk with people. I like that so much. And
yeah, can you hear the sound of the Discord thing if I put on the microphone thing?
What do you mean?
I was muting myself to type, but I'm not sure if.
Oh no, I could. No, I can't hear that. No, I can't hear that.
Okay.
No, good.
Okay.
Yeah. Engineering is overblown. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, what was the question again?
About starting to stream. You plan on starting to streaming, right?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely looking to start to stream a little bit. I was thinking to stream when the game launches, but now I feel like stream for a little bit. I don't know. I have some plans with my guild and guildies to join me in the stream, and Papa Moon is someone who is also trying or wanting to stream. So we were thinking to have some leveling streams and people just joining on the voice chat and have a discussion while leveling when Classic launches, something like that.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I would love that. I think once we go live, it's going to be insane. I mean, it's going to be nuts. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be streaming and all, but it's going to be so much fun. Jello says, Def can't become work for me. Come grind honorable kills for me while I'm at work. $1 per kill. Jello, dude, I would definitely fucking do that. Dude, imagine if you get like, oh my god, I would be destroying everyone in my sight. So a lot of people feel like 5K at the very most. 3K would be good. BB number 2 says, what are your thoughts on classic experience for the new people accustomed to retail fast pace? Also, do you think there will be so many servers as in retail? PS for the Horde. I don't think there are going to be as many servers as in retail. Definitely not. But I do think, so thoughts on the experience for the new people. I think the experience in Classic for new players is so much richer and better than on retail. I mean, for new players, first of all, a lot of people just end up buying, a boost, right? I personally think that when you make a character in Classic WoW and start leveling him up, and I'm Dooney Dane, I'm sure you could attest to this, dude, there's nothing better than feeling and seeing that character grow, right?
Oh, yeah.
And, what they've done on retail, too, with making people the same level as you everywhere, you don't feel that power growth of your character. And I understand how they wanted to make it so you can go to any zone, whatever, but I love the fact of being able to, go back to a zone and totally destroy mobs that once killed you. Getting a piece of gear. Yeah,
they basically took it all away, but I see why they tried it, and I think it's good to try new things out, but they shouldn't be afraid to reverse it if it doesn't work, and definitely it doesn't work. So
yeah, I mean, getting like a new piece of gear and something that lasts for you for like 20 levels, and you feel how strong it is, and also talent points, right? Getting talent points, making changes every level, getting skills at every other level. Like, it feels so good and so important to your character. And I feel like the investment in your character is so much more worth it in Classic than in retail. You feel rewarded, like so much more. It's crazy. And I've actually tried leveling a character not that long ago. It was towards the end of Legion. And man, when they did that change, right? When they did the change, it was so boring, man. I mean, first of all, like
it's insane, right?
It is. It's crazy. Like, you get a lot of like shit in the beginning, so like a lot of abilities you have off the get-go. It was so nice to be able to like, but like, oh my god, I can't wait till level 30 when I get Wind Fury weapon for the shaman. Like when I got it was like amazing. And in retail, you don't feel that. It doesn't feel like, oh my god, I can't wait till I get to this level. Having those lofty goals, like I always said this, is a good thing, right? Because you know, even if a goal is a little bit harder to attain, it's so much better when you actually get it. So waiting until level 40 when you get the mount, it's so much, you know, you feel amazing when you get it. Just being given something at level 20, I don't know, like it's just, it's crazy, right? Because, you know, they dangle something in front of your face and you finally like, keep on getting it, you keep on getting it. It's almost like, it's hard, I hate this equivalent because it reminds me of like my drug use days, but you know, it's like it's like, so like getting high off something like over and over and over again, and instead of like getting that one thing that makes you feel good for like so long, you know what I mean? It's more of a feeling that you can live off of, and you get this amazing feeling, and it lasts so much longer.
You have a new donation.
Oh, Tyler T donated $5 through Super Chat. Thanks for the stream, brother. Can't believe Classic is only a few months or so away. Tyler T, thank you so much for the $5. Hell yeah, brother. I know, dude. Is only a few or so months away, guys. Think about that. And we were just talking about this, right, at the end of GMA. In the whole scheme of things, right, talking about the beta, talking about all these things going on, you know, is there going to be an open beta, is there going to be closed beta? In the whole scheme of things, dude, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it really doesn't, because in less than a couple months, we're going to be playing Classic. And
yeah, I think that was a really good point you made there.
Thanks, man. I try to keep that, like, at the end, you know, of every conversation we have or whatever. We've come so far to where we are now. And everything, you know, like, yeah, you know, the sharding, does that suck, whatever. There are some things that, of course, we would have done differently, dude. And you and I, you know, we would have done a little bit differently, but in the whole scheme of things, this Classic WoW development team knows that authenticity is key, right? And
they're doing good, I think. Right now, they really convinced me that they have the best intentions, and they will need to do something really bad to destroy that.
Exactly. Something
like adding WoW token. Something like that.
Yep.
But they won't. I feel like they won't do that.
I don't think they will either. I really don't. Does anybody know if they're going to do Crossroad Battlegrounds come phase 3? So yeah, Tyler, no word on that yet. No word on that, brother. Viv, how you doing, my man? Good to see you guys watching some Def Camp while doing yard work. Hell, car goes back to the yard work. All right, brother. And Dunedain GMA, yeah. GMA round 2. I don't know what Netherguard server is about 1,500 currently, and it feels dead. Okay, 1,500. For some reason, I thought it was 15,000. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like once you go below 2K, it does not feel good. It really doesn't, and that's something important to keep in mind, right, Dunedain? Because
I have something to say about it, though.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
It does feel dead because you're used to big numbers on private servers. I think it might feel okay if you didn't play on private servers. It will probably feel like you play in the old days.
Yeah, okay. Something I have noticed is like when I go in the auction house now on a certain private server where the population has been steady now around 5K. There's like 3 or 4 pages like per thing less now than there was like a couple months back, and you know maybe it feels like there's less going on. But compared to vanilla, right? Compared to it's about like the same or even not even more. So that's a good point, right? It's relative to what you're used to. Mm-hmm. I remember when the server was at max and we had like 14,000 people. That was insane, right? You know, the auction house
that's fun in its own way.
It is fun in its own way, right? Yeah.
I had fun doing that, but I want the old experience now, so I will be fine if they make it a higher population cap. I will play Classic WoW if they add a WoW token as well. I mean, I just want to play it, but I rather have it the other one.
No WoW token, definitely, but I think the highest. I definitely no WoW token, by the way. Yeah, but I think the highest that would still be like, I think 5K could be definitely doable, right? But personally, I think like the right number to me just sounds like maybe like 3.5 or 4. Like I think right around there, because you know I mean 2.53 is probably the best in a lot of reasons, but I think that would be good enough for people to also feel like the world is populated enough to where they don't have to worry about like long queues. And well, it also depends on the faction, right? If there's a faction imbalance, has a lot to do with it. You could be on a 10K population server but be on the side of the faction that is heavier and have really long queues. So
Mhm.
It really depends on a lot more than just server side. So yeah, there's definitely good and bad for a lot of it, but
I wonder. I doubt they will do it, but I've been wondering if they would make like different types of servers. Like this server goes to 5K, and this one is like Bliss like and goes to
ah,
2.5K. I don't know.
hmm,
I don't think they will do it, but I've been thinking about it because,
yeah,
for example, with the guild, we need to find a server, and
right.
what if they do that? What do we choose?
Yeah, that's a good point, but I think that opens a door to too much like, oh well, now we can have a server where there's sharding for I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Um,
it splits the community a little bit too much,
yeah.
probably.
Bobby G said just got ganked by 60 Night Elf Hunter in Sunrock. Death to the Alliance. Bobby G, I know your pain, man. I know your pain. Those damn filthy hunters, especially those female Night Elf Hunters. Ugh, there's nothing worse than them, right, dude?
Hmm. Hmm.
uh,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, whatever faction you play, you will always hate the other one, and that's one of the brilliant things about Classic WoW.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Holtzy says, "What's up, guys? Just got back from spending time with the mom. Earned some huge brownie points with the in-laws. Awesome." No, this is Dunedane we have with us. Dunedane from GMA and also from his own channel. Yeah, Dunedane is a legend, guys. But you do kind of sound like Frost a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, people say so.
So, Kingston says, "Would love a stream from Dunedane. He's super knowledgeable, like Suruman." Yeah, dude. I think a stream, like a Dunedane stream, would be fucking awesome. And there aren't that many aligned streamers, man. So many of them are Horde.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
And there are not that many EU streamers.
there really
either.
aren't. Not that many that I know of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were thinking like we don't want the guild to be in a server with big streamers, but well,
Yeah.
we just don't want to be with Nixium, I guess, and we don't want to be with Frost, and
Right.
we don't want to be at the server that Method is playing on, and apart from that, everything will be fine, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Like, so. Oh, that's right. Nixium plays on EU server, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think even this, right? Like, Cargos and I, we plan on streaming the server that we're going to be on. But I'm going to make sure that, like, certain things you can't show while streaming, obviously. Like, first of all, like, going to a raid, right? You don't want to do that because so many times you're going to have people trying to wipe your guild's raid. Like, if they're going to just kill me, that's whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't want them, I don't want the guild to suffer because I decided to stream my guild going to, Molten Core, and then everyone wants to wipe our guild's buffs or something like that. So yeah, like what I'll do is I'll probably just like put or just make my face really big or something like that, and everybody can just look at my big ugly mug for a little while. But yeah, I mean there's I can't wait to stream. Honestly, Classic. There are a lot of pros and cons. I've never even played a game, so I've never been stream sniped or anything like that, so I don't know what it's gonna be like. But I'm sure the bigger streamers have a lot more to worry about.
Yeah, I think that's not really a problem for you.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too bad.
It wouldn't be a problem for me at all. But
Except for
I
Cargos.
mean, maybe.
With those
But
gnome rogues, yeah.
your raid times will be public.
True. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it really matters if you stream it or not.
That's true. That's a good point, yeah.
And also, you don't just make a character and have it at level 60. You have to invest time
Exactly.
if you want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it will be okay as long as you're not Asmongold or Soda Popping.
Yeah. I
you're
mean,
fine.
I think those guys have to play like on a PvE server. You know what I mean? So, but we're gonna be
Yeah,
like
it's
we're gonna have
sad.
2 guilds, dude, of people who are gonna be helping out. So hopefully, there's never a time where I'm like alone. That would suck.
No.
Connor says, "I feel like I'm breaking up with a long-term girlfriend if I don't go Druid." Ooh. So Dunedane, you're set on Paladin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you were having some issues thinking and this and that, but like for me and like what I feel like with Connor, what you just said there, if you feel that strongly about Druid, then just go Druid, right? I mean,
Yeah, just do it.
yeah, because I don't know.
It's a hard decision. I've been thinking about this for over a year, probably almost 2 years, and when actually I decided in an episode of GMA that I would like to be a paladin because I had paladin next to my name, and I had the tier 2 as an image for a while, and I mean there's a reason it was a paladin icon and it was not a hunter one. So I guess that's enough to decide on being a paladin.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, listen, I feel like everyone, I mean, most people, right? Some people have like 2 classes they love. You know, I for a fact know that if I don't play priest as my main, I won't be as satisfied or happy. Like, I love everything about leveling at priest, everything about, like, I love phase 1 as a, like, I can't wait. I love the feeling of, like, going for me, like, I go disc at first because, you know, you don't have a lot of mana, so I dip into disc to get extra mana. Like, I love all the little nuanced things about it. I love all the little bits of knowledge that I have that help with certain little things. I love the fact that, you know, like, you're so strong in so many situations where you can, like, mind control elites and do little things like that. I just love everything about leveling a priest and all the little nuances of the shadow. I love shaman as well. Like, I've really grown to love shaman, but I don't think that it would be, I wouldn't be as satisfied as I would playing a priest. So I know for a fact, for me, it's undead priest all the way. I'm 100% set on it. There's nothing that's going to change my mind on that. You know, I can't wait for, like, you know, the phase 2 to come out, DM, all these amazing things. That is, for me, is like my love, my priest, and I'm set on it. Now, a lot of people are a little, you know, especially for people who've never played Classic before, you know, classes are a lot different, even from TBC to vanilla. They feel so different. So some people may not know because they haven't played it yet. What I would say is this, is, you know, play what you think you would like the most, play it for a couple levels, get a feel for it. You know, there's no rush. There really isn't. A lot of people are going to be getting to 60 as quick as they can. But for you, if you're a new player, take your time, find what you love to do, and stick to it.
Mm-hmm. It's such an interesting thing to think about as well. I mean, you've not, there's not a lot to spend your time on right now, considering it's not launched yet. So that's basically all you can do. Think what you want to play. And there are a multitude of things I thought about when deciding on the class. For example, was the first thing that got into my mind when I opened World of Warcraft for the very first time. What is the first class that I actually clicked on? Something like that. I tried to remember things like that. I made spreadsheets. I scored how much I like a class in PvP, PvE, how much I like the fantasy.
Yeah.
I did so many things. And, well, if you do it enough, you will get some kind of top 3 or top 5. Top 5 is way too big, actually. Top 3. And for me, that was basically the Paladin, the Hunter, and the Mage. And the Druid was up there sometimes as well. So you will get a feeling. And it's just a fun thing to think about.
Yeah, it is. I mean, something I said before. Look at all the snapples in chat. Bomb snack pack. I love it, dude. I love it. But yeah, something I said before, and like, I don't know if I said this to you, was like, I said like, make a pros and cons list. You know what I mean? Literally go through everything you love about this class and everything you don't like about this class. Maybe they're not the best levelers, right? But and then at the end of the day, you have to think like, how do I feel connection-wise to this class? Because you could say like for me, for like mages, there's not a lot of cons to mages, right? But
yeah, there's basically no cons
exactly.
to mages.
But do I really want to play a mage? You know what I mean? Yeah. For me, I like playing a mage and all, like I love it, but it doesn't hit me in a lot of spots where, you know, as a priest, I was like, I want to heal, I want to do this, I want to do that. There are
That's why you add things like fantasy in your score and stuff like that.
You have to, because so much of it is, you know, there might be a class, like I said, like mages, that don't have a lot of cons, but, you know, your connection to that class can give, you know, maybe 20 points, whereas being able to do, you know, something good in raid might give like 1. So, you know, by far anything, a lot of people who ask about druids, they say, oh, I know druids are, you know, the master of none and the whatever, jack of all trades, master of none. But if you love playing a druid, if you love the RP of a druid, if you love the style of a druid, if you love the shape-shifting, if you love being a Tauren druid or a night elf druid, then play a druid, because that will make you happier more than anything else.
Something I did was I keep a list of scores from every day, basically, for over a year. So I had an average of which I liked over a year, and I found that my preference changed quite a bit. So there was a time when I really wanted to play rogue, and then a long time where I really didn't want to play a rogue.
Right.
So rogue dropped a little bit in the list, and something that always stayed above was the paladin and the hunter. So, I mean, I think it will change a little bit if you do it over a longer period of time. It's quite important to check it out. So.
Absolutely. MJ with the 5. That's pounds, right?
That's pounds.
That's pounds. Yeah. I love Dunedain's our resident EU guy. MJ with the 5 pounds. Few Snapples on me. Cheers. Thank you, MJ. I will get a couple Snapples on you. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much, my man. Yeah, you know, Dunedain, like, it's really interesting because I feel like so many people have, you know, and it's really funny because so much of like who I am in my daily life plays into what I play, right? I said this before, like Melderon, back in the day when I was going through my issues of a teenage drug addict and all this shit, like Melderon was like, you know, we didn't have our dad didn't, like, you know, Melderon was like my dad, right? Basically, he really was. And he literally at that time played a protection warrior. You know what I mean? And then
That's cool.
It's really cool. And like I was a rogue at that time because I was a shady little dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy though. Like so many things influence what I did. And for Melderon, he played that protection paladin. As he got older and I got, you know, less crazy, you know, he went more into, as he got more into college and, you know, got his PhD and all that, he became this shaman, you know what I mean? He became this, like, master of knowledge and all this shit, and it's just so cool how it plays into it, you know?
It really is.
We got another donation. Rendor donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you, my man. And we have a new member, Tyler T. Oh my god, you guys. Hell yeah, brothers. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Tyler T. I love you guys. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you so much.
Honestly, you cannot support Death Camp and Melderon enough. So
thank
keep it
you,
coming.
dude. That means a lot, my man. Oh, we got another. What was that? What, it didn't come through yet.
I care.
I care. Who cares? Who cares? Someone cares. Oh, that was the member. That was the member. Tyler T. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Dunedain. I appreciate it, brother. And listen, guys, if you guys have not gone over and subscribed to Dunedain's channel yet, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay? Dunedain, you want to drop a link, or I can if you want to. You should be yeah. But yeah, please, guys, go ahead and give Dunedain some love. Also, when you start streaming, let me know, my brother, because I can't fucking wait. I would love to watch you stream. You have so much knowledge, and guys, so Dunedain, not only, like, this is something that I love about you, like, not only have you played since the early days of vanilla, not only have you done so many things, but you have, like, you have such a unique view on the game that a lot of people that I've talked to, like, you know, really get a lot out of what you say. So I for one would absolutely love for you to stream and just talk and just share your knowledge, man. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man. But you and your brother are one of the reasons I started the YouTube channel, and it's really cool that I reached out to you. You might remember on the Voldemort server.
Yeah.
And we just started chatting, and I mean, it was really nice experience. And then you asked me for dev talk.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's really helped me in trying to create something of my own, and I'm very thankful for that. And I think we will keep in touch for
years to come.
I mean, yeah,
absolutely, dude. And that's something that has literally just dropped my jaw. Like, I can't believe how many amazing people we've met through this process, and people that have started like streaming and actually making content. You know, Pogren, Atticus, just like Grace for Days, all these people who are making content now, and that we met through either, you know, Classic WoW Live or just through the channel doing Dev Talk, stuff like that. I mean, it just goes to show how amazing this community really is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It really does. And like Fohammer, what's up with the 29 likes, by the way? I don't know, brother. Oh, Charky boy in the house donated $350. I need about $350, Sharky boy. Thank you for the $350. Keep on keeping on, brother. Thank you, Charky. Another amazing content creator, guys. Charky boy, check him out on Twitch when you can. He's a great fucking guy. He's a brother from down under. I love him, Charky boy. Yeah, it's amazing, right? Because like, this community is built around this game that is so socially just like, I mean, it's one of the biggest aspects of the game. You can't really get far in Classic WoW unless you play with others. And I love how well the community has banded together throughout the years. I mean, you know, and I'm talking about the Classic community, right? Because for so long, you know, the Classic community has stayed strong together, whether it was on Nost, whether it's now, whether it was back in the day. You know, it's a different community from the retail community altogether. And I don't know, you know, and I've been part of the retail community before. There are some people out there who, you know, there's some amazing people everywhere, right? But as a whole, I feel like this community here, that's what makes the game so amazing in a lot of ways.
It's a special one. It's an older one. It's mixed. Basically, there are new people, there are old people, but overall it's a little bit older. And it's for very nostalgic one, and it will change totally, I think, when Classic launches, because there will be a huge influx of new people. Yeah. But I hope we can keep it as it is right now.
Absolutely. Hey, Def and Dunedain just got home with the Little League with the kids. Time to relax and with some wild chat. How's it going? It's going great, Jax. They're going great. So I wanted to ask you, Dunedain, right? So you're set on Paladin. You're set, right?
Yeah.
Are you going Holy? Or are you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Holy.
Okay.
Well, it was a pretty hard decision, actually, because I always liked Red a lot. Well, one of the goals of my guild is to take a few off-specs. Right now, we want to take like 3 off-specs in the raid, so that could be Retribution Paladin or a Shadow Priest or a Boomkin or a Cat DPS or anything.
Right.
And if I would take like one of those 3 spots, I wouldn't feel good about it. So I want to give the chance to other people to actually enjoy the off-spec. And that's one of the reasons I am going for a Holy. But also I always liked healing. So I played the Priest, I played the Paladin, I played the Druid, and I always played them as a healer. Not always, but most of the time I did. So it's not that I don't like it, but I really like Retribution as well.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give that experience to other people. And right now I feel Retribution is really a very popular spec, because we have like 4 Retribution Paladins applying, which is way too much. We can only use like 2. But... well, maybe.
The Dark Dragon donated $15 first month on me for Classic WoW. Thank you so much, the Dark Dragon, dude. Hell yeah,
That's
brother.
Nice.
That is really nice.
That's nice.
You guys are fucking amazing. So, Dunedain, have you heard about the Wankinen spec?
The Wankinen spec?
It's a spec that I made, right? You got to go for that improved lay on hands. It's all about maximizing FAP time, okay? So it's all about just auto attacking and literally doing nothing else, and all tabbing onto Pornhub, and that's it. So that was the Wankinen build. But no, it is crazy, right? Because like the Spelladin build has gotten, you know, that I think that's really cool. The whole Spelladin thing,
it is.
And
I'm definitely looking forward to try a lot of different specs, but I will mainly be Holy in raids. But I hope I can do something like farm a lot of gold and switch packs between raids and try out different things. But there's so much stuff that's not explored yet, especially with classes like Paladin or a Druid, because those meme specs, as they call them, they are not explored as much as the main specs. So there's so much to try out.
That's really true. I mean, you know, we're talking about, you know, spell power hunters. I saw the spell power hunter in a dungeon do an obscene amount of DPS AoE, right? Because that immolation trap, oh my god, and volley, dude, so much damage. Obviously, it actually works really well with a prop paladin because of how well prop paladins can AoE tank in dungeons. So it was a prop paladin tank and a spell power hunter doing insane amount of damage. So like, you know, maybe they might not be great in raids, but they might be amazing in dungeons. And that's what you have to look at, right? Because, you know, just because your class doesn't perform just as good as, like, you know, as a warrior or a rogue in raid, because obviously a lot more goes on in raid when it comes to mechanics, when it comes to threat and things like that, doesn't mean it can't perform amazingly in dungeons like prop paladins, right? So I think that's a whole nother thing you have to look at. You know, is you know, and the PvP aspect as well, like spell power hunters. We were just talking about, Viv was talking about it, I think, about how they can do insane DPS, you know, just with Serpent Sting, or someone was talking about with Serpent Sting and Arcane Shot. I think that's awesome. You know what I mean? There's so many different things, and I think there's so much more to explore when it comes to the whole hybrid side of things. So, honestly, Dunedain, you know, I mean, even if you can't, even if you want to go Holy, I mean, I love Holy Paladin. I love it. But it doesn't mean you can't respec every once in a while and try your hand at Ret. Maybe do some PvP as Ret. But I think Holy Paladin's fucking amazing as well, dude. I really do.
I'm actually trying to get my build together in the talent calculator right now, because I had an idea in mind of going like Holy and Protection for raiding, so I can put Blessing of Sanctuary on people.
Yes.
But it's also interesting to grind gold, I think, because if you have like Consecration and Blessing of Sanctuary,
so good,
you can do some AoE damage if you put like spikes on your shield.
Yep.
I think you can farm quite efficiently.
Yeah.
So that's something I have in mind.
Yeah, one thing I would do if I was leveling a Pally would be go Prot at 40, just because I love the way they AoE tank. And yes, you know, Paladins, of course, they don't have a taunt, right? But the fact that, you know, in dungeons they can produce a good amount of threat to where they wouldn't even really need to tank, to taunt, right? That's the idea, at least. And also, like, Paladins, you know, and I love this as well, the difference that you have between the Alliance and Horde, where Paladins have so many defensive abilities, and you know, Shamans have some defensive, but they're way more offensive. But, you know, Melderon is hell-bent on tanking as a Shaman all the way up to level 60. And I am really excited for that. I really am. He's making a whole new guide with Caprafin. It's going to be fucking amazing. And I cannot wait. It's going to be done hopefully pretty soon. So I'm really excited.
He always hypes me up for a Shaman. Dude. It's super weird because I don't really ever like Shamans. But every time he brings out a new guide, I'm like, I need to play Horde. I need to play Shaman. It's too cool to pass on.
Dude, you know, I literally, before Melderon, you know, really got me hooked into Hunter, I used to joke all the time, you know, Paladins are better than Shamans, and I'm sorry, Shamans. I used to joke all the time about Shamans and this, and that, and the other. Now, literally, my first alt is going to be a Shaman. Like, I am so psyched. I love my Shaman so much. Before this, right before GMA, what was I doing? I was in Arathi Highlands on my level 43 Shaman, destroying people. I one-hit a Warlock. 3 Wind Fury crits, they all hit for 600. One-shot them. One shot. Okay? It's so much fun. There's so much you can do. You can heal, you can shoot lightning bolts out of your fucking hands, and you can one-shot Clothies. It's fucking amazing. And you can tank. And you can tank pretty damn good, too. Like, I was, we were doing some world questing, and I was tanking. We were doing the quest in Stormguard, and I literally was tanking. And it was amazing. So much fun. That's the thing about Classic WoW, right? You know, endgame meta is one thing, but at the end of the day, dude, whatever you want to do, you can fucking do it. You really can. As long as you have some of the knowledge behind it, as long as you have some knowledge, some experience, and, you know, you talk to the right people, get some information, you can really do whatever the hell you want in this game. And that is what's so fucking beautiful about it, man.
I have my build ready. I can link it in the chat if you can. I don't know if you can show it on the screen.
Dude, Max D, don't stop fucking around, man. What is? Oh my God, release date officially announced. Check Reddit. Dude, you can't fuck with me like that. Wait a minute. Okay. What is this, Dunedain?
That's a talent build. Okay. Yeah, it's not entirely set in stone, but is it possible to link it on the, or to put it on the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So okay, so this is for Holy.
Yeah, for Holy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But it's for Holy with the intention of being able to AoE grind and not having to respec all the time. So I'm just kind of working with it a little bit. I'm not sure.
So you also got Sanctuary, which is, I mean, Sanctuary is an amazing fucking buff, right? But it's mostly for yourself for the tanking, I guess, for doing AoE. Pools, right?
And I think it's just good to have it in the raid. I mean, it's not really incredibly good. Many people say it is very good, but I feel like it isn't.
Well,
really.
Kings is fucking amazing also too. So yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, with this build, you also have like improved concentration aura. You have improved Blessing of Wisdom. You have Blessing of Sanctuary, Blessing of Kings. So you have like all the buffs you want to have. You have
Yes.
everything in Holy you want to have, except maybe for improved lay on hands 2 of 2. But that's not really necessary.
Well,
And
it is
maybe,
for the Wankin spec, but yeah, I'm just
yeah, but I could put like Unyielding Fate 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 in improved lay on hands. I don't know. And
okay.
also I think like the Hammer of Justice is improved, so you can do some
Oh
PvP as
yeah,
well.
this is actually a really cool build, man. So you got the shield specialization, you have the redoubt. Yeah, this is actually really cool. And that's the cool thing, right? I love doing this. I do it every fucking day, dude. Where I go on and I try new builds. The other day I went on to a PTR server and I made a fucking smite spec. Oh my god, dude, it was ridiculous. I fucking love it, right? Now I'm like hooked. Now my new thing is smite spec, right? So I'm like, I literally was destroying people smite spec. And the great thing about it is you can still, you're not in shadow form, right? You can still heal. You can still heal pretty well. It's so fucking cool. So cool. Real quick, I'm gonna just read a little bit of the chat. I love Shaman. So sad all my friends are playing Alliance, so I won't get to play on Silent E. That is pretty fucking sad, man. Solo Solid says a lot of raids have elite trash and mobs that paladins can tank better than the warrior. Then during boss fights, they can keep hard on heals on the main. There you go. And this maybe you could do a spec, dude, Dane, right? Where you could tank potentially on trash and then heal on boss fights. That would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I would rather I would put those points of precision probably
Right.
somewhere in toughness, and I would probably take Righteous Fury instead.
Righteous Fury, right? Yeah, obviously. And then is Reckoning that good for tanking? I know Reckoning is amazing and all, but you're not getting crit that much, right? So
Yeah,
that's the idea.
I feel like you need Holy Power if you want to be a healer.
Right, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's so interesting.
So-
There's so much more I need to know about. Like, I know a lot about Holy Paladins, but when it comes to I know a little bit about Ret, right? But Prot, I mean, Prot is something that I'm learning a lot about. And I think Prot Paladins, even though they don't have a fucking taunt and all, people just kind of gawk at it or whatever, I fucking love it, dude. I think it's so interesting.
Something I find weird all the time is that people think Taunt is really the problem. And I heard even Kevin Jordan say that Taunt might be the problem of a Protection Warrior. And I always felt that mana was the problem of the Protection Warrior.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, in the Burning Crusade, they had taunt, right? And the Burning Crusade, fucking Paladin tanks were so much fun. I had a buddy.
taunts.
Yeah, I had a buddy that I used to mess around with. Exactly, and they had taunt. But and the mana part was still an issue, right? A little bit. I mean, not as much, but you still have to drink after big pools and shit like that. But I thought that Paladin tanks were so much fun in BC. My buddy let me play on his a few times. Oh my god! And you know what I love about Paladins in general? Holy, I love the ability to put a debuff on a target and get health or mana back. I think that is so fucking cool. And I almost wish that they made that a little bit stronger for like Holy Paladins, so that you could be more of a melee healer. You know what I mean? So that like every once in a while you do this huge buff to the debuff to the target, and then anyone hitting it gets health or mana back or something like that. I love that kind of stuff. I think that's such a beautiful mechanic. And you know, we had it when I played in Legion. There was something like it as well, where you would have a certain amount of stacks of the Judgment on there, Judgment of the Light, I think it was called, and it did pretty good healing. You know what I mean? And I think that's such a cool mechanic, and I love that. I really do.
But you mentioned in the Burning Crusade they get sounds, but I think they got viable in the Burning Crusade because they had that mechanic where if they got healed, they got mana back.
Right, yeah. That was in the BC, right?
Yeah, that was in BC.
That's right, yeah. That was in...
I think that was the most important buff to Paladins,
absolutely.
But I might be wrong, I don't know.
Probably, yeah. That and the taunt together. I mean, Avenging Shield was amazing as well for pulls, because remember, other than that, you had to body pull, you know, or because unless it was undead, right? A hunter can pull as well. But yeah, unless you were undead and you had Exorcism, which was nice for like Stratholme and stuff. The Scholomance. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, Holy Shield is... And Holy Shield, though, right? Holy Shield is so fucking cool. And that's for me. Like, so, okay, say we were going to do level 40 build, right? The most important thing, I guess, would be just making sure you have Holy Shield. Reckoning, is that important as well? I didn't know it's extra damage, right? And
but it's only if you get crit, of course.
Right, but if you're taking on 4 or 5 mobs at a time, you're going to be getting crit pretty often.
It's true.
So I think for leveling, it could be definitely really good.
Now, I tried leveling as a prot, and I felt it was pretty slow, but I didn't really try it very hardcore, so...
Okay. Did you do it at post level 40?
No.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Everyone says to do it post level 40, because then you get the Holy Shield, which is just it's amazing, you know. So I'm guessing it would be something like, I mean, you don't even I guess or you'd be using
Retribution aura, probably.
Retribution, right? Yeah. So you really even need to Righteous Fury. I'm just looking for like a straight leveling spec. I wonder what it would be like. Maybe I don't even think you need that, but something like that, probably like a level 40 spec. I really wanted to maybe use Classic WoW Toys so this is easier on the stream. Oh yeah. Oh wow. There we go. Yeah, it looks a lot better on the stream. Wow. I never actually used this one before. This talent calculator. It's beautiful. So yeah. So there you go. I would do something like this, right? I don't even know. Because obviously, you know, you don't need improved Righteous Fury while leveling, right? Maybe improve Hammer Justice, but defense. How good is defense while leveling? Not that great, right? I mean, it's.
No, it's not. But well, what else would you pick?
Maybe Guardian's Favor. I'm guessing this, so I would do something like this: 5 out of 5 Redoubt, 3 out of 3 Shield Spec, 5 out of 5 Toughness, 3 out of 3 Precision, 1 out of 1 Blessing of Kings, and then you could probably put some in like wherever here, maybe in Guardian's Favor, reduces the cooldown of your Blessing Protection, and increases the duration of your Blessing of Freedom. Maybe improve Hammer of Justice. Either way you go there, I would definitely do something like that. And then level 40, and then after that go down to Consecrate. And I think leveling as a prot paladin could be a lot of fucking fun. So you need So Fohammer says you need no, not Fap again, and then no Apostle. They're not doing whacking it again. Holy Shield changed how raids and dungeons were mapped out. Wow. Pally was king of BC. Rip Paladin and Wrath of Lynching was insane. Yeah, obviously Rhett got better and better all the way through. And thank you, Riker, for that link. I never actually used this site before for the talent calculator. Oh, and by the way, guys, soon ClassicWow.live will have a talent calculator. And we're going to be working on that soon. That's going to be coming up. And of course, I'm going to be linking that in chat right now for you guys to check out ClassicWow.live. And we got all the Resto Shaman Progressive, Best in Slot, Get Druid, Bear Form Fast, Ebb and Flow. Oh, dude, I love the site right now and what's coming out. Dude, it's everything we dreamed of, where people are just putting all their stuff on the site and learning and sharing shit with others. It's beautiful, man. I really think it's coming out so well. But so, other than Paladin, like what was your second class that you were thinking about playing?
No, definitely Hunter.
Hunter, okay.
Yeah.
Were you gonna play a Night Elf Hunter too?
Yeah.
Oh, damn you, Dunedain. Female or male?
Yeah, female. Probably.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was part of the problem, Yeah. I cannot name myself Dunedain and have a female Night Elf Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I still feel like a Hunter would be really fun to play.
They are, for me, this is my biggest problem with Hunters, right? You guys heard it before. You heard it plenty of times. I am not a fan of Hunters that much. I mean, a lot of it has to do with personally. Like, I love every class in WoW. I do. I mean, Hunters is just my least favorite. Okay, I hate playing as a priest. And a Hunter just comes up over and starts draining your mana with one fucking button, Viper Sting and all that. But playing as a Hunter for me, I'll have a little bit of fun here and there. But for me, leveling as a Hunter, and I never got to endgame as a Hunter, so this is probably the problem, right? I feel like the pet was so much the star of the show, and I want to be the star of the show, right? I want my character to feel like he's powerful, where I feel like the pet is more powerful than me. So that was my issue while leveling it. A Hunter.
I understand that problem, and I really like the lone wolf talent they added later.
Yeah,
and I wish there was a spec without a pet. but
Right. I mean, and
it's not
marksman
good.
is definitely a little bit less reliant on the pet, right?
Yeah,
Obviously,
it is.
once you get like aim shot and other shit like that, it becomes way less reliant on the pet. But you know, as far as the leveling process goes, so much of every reason why you're so good is because your pet does so much of the damage, dude, and just auto attack. Like that's it. That's really all you have to do,
Hmm.
and you just win. You know what I mean? And when it comes to
That's
world
true. That's
PvP,
true.
yeah, when it comes to world PvP, I feel like they're obviously they have a lot of strengths in the fact that they can attack from really far away. They can kill people with just their pet alone. They can kill people without even being seen. They can just literally stay like in shadow, because you can stay in shadow meld while your pet attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just literally do that. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like I got banned on my first cower for TPing to Dire Maul cash over and over. Oh my god. Um, Man of the West says Fohammer. There you go.
Man, yeah. But can you? I mean, the man, the male Night Elves. I mean, you cannot do that.
Yeah, I know.
It feels wrong.
It does. And you know what? For me, like, there's just so many reasons that I personally, like, joking. A lot of the time it's joking, right? But every time I am like, it's always like I'll be killing like 2 people, or I'll be like, and then here comes this fucking female night elf hunter. Like, you know what? Have some balls, okay? I know you're a female, but have some balls, like at least come over and like don't wait until I'm at 20% health or whatever. And it's every time, like, and anytime I get the jump on a hunter, they'll just sit there and be like, oh, this isn't fair. Of course you're going to kill me. You got the jump on me. Like, no. You know what I mean? Like let's fight fair, you little... I'm salty. I guess I'm just salty. But you know what? I've had my fun killing them. As a Shadow Priest, I do pretty well. It's just that it's, when they drain my mana, I just have to kill them before they drain my mana. My thing is, right, as long as it's not a dwarf, this is how I'll kill a hunter, right? Hopefully I can get out behind them, start off with a fear, right? I want to surprise them, start off with a fear, hit them with my inner focus devouring plague, so I get a free devouring plague. Hit them up with my Shadow Word Pain. Put a vampiric embrace on them. Hit them with a mind blast. Try to stay close to them. Mind flay them to try to keep, and then they're dead before they can do anything. So as long as I get that jump as a Shadow Priest, I'm good. But if they're attacking me from far, just draining my mana, and you gotta have that shadow length, that shadow reach to be able to dot them from max range. So man, it's just. Or mind control them into the lava. There you go, Paulo. That is the A game right there. Just mind control them into the lava. What is this? No, Fohammer, I said if it's a dwarf, the reason why I don't do as well as dwarfs is because they can just stone form out of my Devouring Plague, which is annoying, right? Because that's a lot of damage right there, and it's a lot of healing I can do to myself. So it definitely sucks. Because a lot of times, just Devouring Plague and Shadow Pain alone, those 2 dots, if they don't like health bot, can get them close to death with like with a Mind Blast as well. Whew, that does a lot of damage, baby. I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty, dude. So for you, what are the things that you love so much about hunters?
Well, the main reason I like him is because of the hunter fantasy. Actually, that's always the first thing I look at.
Right.
I like the nature aspect. I like the ranger in the hunter, and I always thought of hunters as like Aragorn, the Dunedain of Lord of the Rings. So
okay.
And I know many people say hunters are Legolas rather than
Yeah.
Aragorn, but Kevin Jordan himself actually said that hunters were inspired from Aragorn.
Yes, he did.
So
Yes,
that's
he did.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think.
That is really cool.
And that's the main reason I really like hunters. I dislike the pet just like you do.
Yeah.
It's okay that there's a pet, but I don't really like it's the star of the show. And I like the PvP side. I think I would like him in a raid. I like how it's easy to level them. Although I like a challenge while leveling, but it's really just convenient. You just log in, run into some mobs, and you cannot die. You kill them fast. I mean,
Yeah.
it plays fast. It's just a nice class overall, but mainly the fancy. I can relate to it. I like to be out in nature, I guess.
See,
That's why I like druids too.
yeah, and for me, I think druids for me are way more connection than a hunter. I actually have very much enjoyed playing a druid. Um, Amari Olin asks, how do I defeat a hunter as a shaman? So pretty much defeating a hunter in almost every scenario is just getting the jump on them. As a shaman, what you want to do is obviously get close to them, start off with a frost shock, and just try to keep them as close as possible. If a good hunter, however, will feign death trap and try to reset, but you need to try to either go into Ghost Wolf and get close to him again, or just be good and just kill him. Now, if you're an elemental, obviously you can kill him from afar a little bit better. But as a enhancement, you're going to want to use whatever you can to keep him close, and that's really the key. Honestly, in as any class, is to get the jump and just close that gap any way you can. If you're a mage, blink into him, right? Blink into him, frost trap him, stay in his dead zone, and there's no zone. You want to get to the no zone. But honestly, like, yeah, for me, if I felt a little bit better when it comes to like playing a druid, I love that aspect of it. The nature feel of it is good, but I never got that connection with the hunter. I always felt like they were, and a lot of people always says that they're a very noob friendly class because of how good they are with leveling and all that. But to me, I think the reason why a lot of people play hunter, a lot of people just like that ranged idea. I think of like having a bow and being that kind of ranger or whatever. But I never got that feeling as a hunter. And I think that's the issue for a lot of people as well. At least for me, is that the ranger, the idea that I had that I like, the ranger, the rogue, obviously from Diablo, which was basically just a ranger with a bow, right? That's what I thought when I picked a hunter, and I didn't feel that. So
yeah,
yeah.
But I think that the first version of the hunter was a little bit more like ranger, where there was a little bit more focus on melee, and survival tree was more focused on melee. So they kind of went away from that philosophy, I think, with the class revamp.
Right.
It wasn't designed very well, I suppose. It wasn't balanced, at least, very well. But yeah, it would be cool if you had like the start from range and then switch to a sword or a dagger or something like that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
If survival would be the tree to do that, that would be cool.
Right. Yeah, I think I mean, the survival tree and all that. I think for a lot of people though, like any class, for me, obviously, priest has been my connection for a long time. Paladin as well as shaman, and I think for a lot of people too, like when you go and pick a class, right? The first thing that I'm looking at, and try to imagine, right? Put yourself in the shoes of when you first started playing this game. Okay, I know it's hard to do for a lot of people. Like I think the reason why I played a rogue though, and I try to remember this. I don't know if you can remember this, Student Dane. When I first picking, I remember I did see Melron play a little bit beforehand. I saw him play a warrior. I wasn't too fond of the warrior just because when I played Diablo and all this kind of stuff, the barbarian class for me was never like really that the class for me. I like to play more of a like a rogue type character from Diablo too. It was either a ranger or the rogue, like stealth and all this. And I think, I don't know what it was. I'm trying to remember why I picked rogue, but I was very happy with it. I felt like I tried one other class before the rogue. I remember that. And it might have been hunter, it might have been something else. I can't remember what it was, but I know for a fact that out of all the classes that I tried, rogue killed mobs the quickest, right? When it just came to like auto attacking, losing my combo points. I love the feel of the combo points as well. I loved just doing like Sinister Strike and then having Eviscerate. I loved that feeling when I got it. And then as soon as I got dual wield, the damage exploded, right? So for me, I felt like, okay, this is something I can do. It was very simple as well. Like, for combo points, you use them up, and then you have a finishing move. That, for me, was easy to understand as a new character. I felt, for me, like a hunter as a new character wasn't that welcoming. I don't know. I mean, especially not getting your pet till later.
Yeah. For me, it was okay. I think it was the first one I leveled to. I think it was to level 12 or something like that, and then. I switched characters because I switched servers, but it felt pretty good, and I was happy with my choice. But I just thought after playing a whole weekend, I wouldn't like to do exactly the same again on a new server, so I picked a warrior instead.
Right.
And well, I didn't really like the warrior, but I only I knew that when I was level 60, you know.
Right.
So that's too late to change. Well, it's not too late to change. It never is. But back in the day, I didn't want to change because I joined a raiding guild with my friends, and you don't want to start all over again. So, but I would rather have had the hunter.
Yeah, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. So, okay, so here. The reason I played a Night Elf Hunter was because the kid I watched play WoW for the first time was playing one. Yeah, so much of that was mine as well. Okay. So right here, so my first character was a hunter, and I kept pressing the auto shot button, thinking that's how it worked. Really just kept turning it off and on. Though the class damage sucked. Yeah, I mean, so much of that, like for me, I mean, even when I went back to play a hunter, I was so it took me so much time to remember, you know, how to get the pet, how to train the pet abilities, all that kind of stuff. I feel like hunter it's easy to just play. But it's kind of hard to master. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. That's right. The pet abilities. I have a friend whose first character was a hunter, and he didn't know about the pet abilities until he was level 60.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, but he still had an easier time leveling than most of us.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I think one of the easiest classes to play from the get-go is probably Rogue. I mean, I think. Obviously you have stealth, right? And it's very nice to be able to pick and choose your mobs. When you get vanished, that was even nicer, right? Because you can get out of pretty much any situation you needed to. I felt like they weren't that complicated. You pressed one fucking button and you had a finishing move. You know, I feel like for me, Rogue was a very forgiving class in a lot of ways. Warriors, not so much, right? Obviously, you do like one thing wrong, you're kind of fucked. You know, as long
you don't know it. I mean, I didn't know it was bad to level. I just thought it was like all the other classes.
Right, and so Bio says Mage was probably a very easy, straightforward class to me as well. Especially playing Mage as Frost when you get you know, these abilities and Frost Nova, like very, very straightforward, very simple. You can do very well without much knowledge. And I think probably some of the hardest would be like Hunter, Warlock. Warrior, right, for leveling, obviously, because of a lot of the skills you would have to, you know, and you miss like a class. Like I know people. Did you ever hear of anyone missing their class quest to get like Berserker stance?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, people like get to level 60 without like Berserker stance. Like I don't know, man. Like that's pretty. And the thing is, as a rogue, like lockpicking, yeah, that was great and all, but like you don't have to get lockpicking, right? You don't have to. I didn't have lockpicking on my level 60. I didn't. Poisons, I didn't have poisons till I got level 60, and I had to go back and do them. I had no idea, right?
That's funny.
But it wasn't necessary. It wasn't mandatory for my class, right? I could still do great damage without poisons. So a lot of these things were for like warriors. Like it's pretty necessary to get. It's not necessary to have Berserker stance. You could still do okay in battle stance, but you're missing a big part of like your character, right? Mages, their class quests. None of them, I'm pretty sure, I mean, they had a lot of class quests for, like, items and things like that, but they're, like, you know, none of them really gave you any abilities. I think the portals you learn and all that, I think Pogren had it in one of his videos. Like, there's pretty much nothing as a mage you need to do, right? You have to get your pet quests and all that. You have to do certain things as a warlock to get your certain demons. But when it comes to, like, mages and rogues, you know, a lot of the quests were just... you know, the rogue one was for lockpicking and poisons and this, that, and the other, and mage was just like for some items and shit like that. So, yeah, lockpicking is too easy not to level snack. I was just an idiot. I was just a complete idiot and didn't even. I remember going to Red Ridge and doing the lockpicking, and I thought it was just like a one-time thing. I lockpick there, and then I'm done, whatever, and then I never level it up past that. Yeah, so mage has gear rewards, and that's it. So yeah, okay, that's pretty crazy.
I'm going to say something really controversial.
Uh-oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Dunedain's gonna... Yeah, here we go.
That is that I think that a paladin is a hard class for a new player.
Really?
I think it's hard to understand how the judgment system works, and many new players just auto-attack, and they don't know how it works until they hit a certain higher level.
I actually semi-agree with you there, because... how the judgment second and how the judgment abilities, how they're supposed to work, right? How you like put a judgment and then refresh. I didn't get the bearings of that until later. I would just use a seal and just keep it up and like not, and then I would judge and then I wouldn't refresh my seal. Like you know what I mean? A lot of times I would not do it right, so I'd just sit there honestly auto attacking. But which you can still do as a paladin, right? Because they're plate and they do a decent amount of damage no matter what. Not really, but I mean they can still kill the mob just auto attacking. But yeah, I mean it is a little bit. I think Melderon was who for a while didn't really understand the way that the seals worked or something like that. So yeah, it can be a little bit. But I think once you get it, and
yeah,
the way it's pretty simple, right?
But it has a lot of depth in it. It's hard to find out which shield is the best, and many people still don't know exactly which shield is best.
Right.
So it depends on a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot depends on like, so for obviously they say the way to maximize DPS if it's going to be a long fight is use Seal the Crusader followed up by Seal of Command, right?
Yeah.
Or Judge Crusader, then keep up Seal Command, right? And that's basically.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, like once you got Seal Command, and the best way to do it mana efficiently is just to put Seal Command up like rank 1 and just auto attack.
Yeah.
Right? Because rank 1 does the same amount of bonus damage. The only difference in the ranks is the judgment damage, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So if you do it like that, that's pretty simple, right? So
it's very simple, but it's not that easy to understand if you're a new player. So that's especially because they say they made paladins for the new players.
Exactly.
Or the newbies. I mean, it's not that straightforward.
Yeah, it's true. But, yeah, Tyler T. Oh shit, calling Melderon out. Yeah, Melderon doesn't know how paladin seals work. No, he didn't. He knows now. He did. But that's also because Melderon never played paladin for like a really long time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you said that you would love that if the paladin was some more kind of a melee attacker healing.
Yes. Yeah. Like listen to Kevin Jordan. That's what they wanted to do too. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think I would like to ask Kevin Jordan, but do you think they went away from that with the paladin revamp?
Yeah.
In the vanilla revamp, I mean.
Yeah. So you know me, I didn't play before I never got to experience the old paladins. Obviously, you know, when I started playing, and you know, my first character was Rogue anyway. That already happened, but and it was definitely seen that way, at least from the way the tier sets went too, right? Because the way the tier sets went, I think there was like a benefit you would get if you were doing damage. You would get like some kind of benefit to heal. That was kind of like the idea was you would have this melee healer, right? That was basically the idea they wanted to go for, and it didn't really work out that way. And the tier sets were kind of designed around that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I feel like the 5-minute buffs play into that. But many people hate the 5-minute buffs, but I would have loved to try them out for a few patches at least.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. What's up, Outbreak? How you doing, man? Tanky character, heal yourself. Oh, shit, buns. I see why they say it's for nubs. Yeah, I think that's why it's for nubs, right? That's the reason, right? So, obviously, it's very forgiving, right, if you fuck up. You can bubble. You can even bubble Hearth later when your bubble lasts longer, right? You can lay on hands. You have plate. You know, that in that respect. You can
basically auto attack and heal yourself.
Exactly. So. In that respect, it's very noob friendly, right? And also, as a paladin, you get a shit ton of your cooldowns very early on. Very early on. They definitely hit their peak very early. So in that respect, I think that's why they're so noob friendly, is because you get a lot of your shit very early on. You are, you know, basically you have multiple lives. I mean, you can get out of any fucking, and a lot of times, and I always hated / love this about paladins, in a PvP scenario, a lot of people don't like to go on the paladin first because they know they're just going to bubble, or they're just going to lay on hands, or they're going to do this. And it deters a lot of people from doing that. Oh, Ilmari Olin donated that's Euro. I know that for a fact that is Euro. Okay. Ilmari Olin donated $2 through the super chat. Says, great videos, great content, man. Cheers from Finland. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much, Ilmari. Thank you for the €2, my friend. Thank you so much. For all the way from Finland. Oh no, not Finland. The South Park reference. Morning, Def Camp. How you doing, Mitchell? So, and mages always get into 5 to 10 man dungeons, portals, polymorph damage, and everything. Yeah, mages are definitely a class that will be invited to not only dungeons and raids, but the pre-mades as well. Having a mage in a pre-made is so fucking nice. CCing healers, you know what I mean? And that is one way to get around a paladin, is to just CC them. Although they can bubble out of the fucking CC as well. I know, fucking such a pain in the ass, dude. Such a pain. I loved in the Burning Crusade when priests got Massive Spell. Oh my god, dude, such an amazing spell. I would love to see when a paladin bubbles and then they see me casting my Massive Spell. I'm like, bye bye, and especially when they're trying to bubble her, right? And then they get Massive Spell. It's fucking great. Oh, it's so great.
But paladins are great in TBC as well.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But basically, before the revamp, I feel like the paladin would have played like, I don't know because I didn't play it in the raid, but I feel like it would have played like you buff people with a 5-minute buff. In the meanwhile, you hit the target and you judge it with what is interesting at that moment, and then just throw a few heals out there. And I would really like to try that, but I feel like they went away from that design perspective a little bit too fast.
Yeah, I do too, and I think it should have been something that they maybe should have worked on instead of just totally, but I think they saw how paladins were being used, and they wanted to design them more around the way they were being used by the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened, and that's what Kevin said. Real quick, guys, I want to remind you guys, all the links to all the Discord stuff. Thank you for so much, Snackback, for putting the link in there as well. All the links for the Discord, for the website, everything is in the description in YouTube. And if you're watching over on Twitch, it's right underneath the stream. So all the links and everything updated. They should be all updated and in there. But I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get some insight on something for you, Dingy Dane, real quick. So I talked about this a little bit in stream yesterday. So, obviously, you've probably heard that they are revamping the Recruiter Friend. So this is a question from Connor as well. They're revamping the Recruiter Friend for WoW. Do you think it will affect Classic? And would it be possible to give those bonuses for the Classic Live community? So I talked about that a little bit yesterday. And someone mentioned that, and it was, I think it's said by a few people, there should be no cross benefits from retail into Classic. But it is kind of funny that they're doing this now. And they're doing it, before, obviously, the, 8.2 is going to be coming out soon, and Classic. And I was wondering that, obviously, maybe they're just trying to play on the influx of people that want to come back for Classic. So that, maybe they're going to give people a free month of play or something like that to where they can play Classic or retail. I think that either way, they're just trying to capitalize on people who are going to be returning, whether it's Classic or retail. But it is very interesting because I think a lot of people are going to be returning, right? So maybe they're going to say, so, okay, guys, if you are Recruiter Friend, even if you Recruiter Friend to Classic and they're just playing, they can also play BFA. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the thing is, it's a shared wow, I can't find the word. Subscription, of course.
Right,
it's a shared subscription, so anything about game time will be for both.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess I don't really care about that much. I don't really have a hard opinion.
But you don't think it's going to interfere with Classic at all, right? You don't think they're going to... Okay,
so.
Yeah, I think that as well. I don't think they're going to... I mean, I could be wrong, right? But I think from the most part, they pretty much said that they're going to keep a distinct difference between retail and Classic, and whatever kind of benefits you will get for Recruiter Friend. Yeah, you might get something like they might have it so, oh yeah, you recruited somebody back. They have this subscription to WoW now. Oh, by the way, you might be only playing Classic, but just because you did come back now, you get a free mount in retail. You know what I mean? Like that, something like that might happen. So that, oh yeah, I know you're only playing Classic, but you also get a free boosted character in retail if you ever want to play it. Maybe something like that.
Yeah. There will definitely be some overlap.
Yes. Right, but
I mean,
yeah, as long as it doesn't affect Classic, like there's no mounts, you know what I mean, any kind of that shit in Classic. That's what I care about.
Well, if they put mounts in Classic, that would be
oh yeah,
stupid. it as hell.
Absolutely, yeah. You get your
like I said, like I said, I would play it anyway, even if they totally screw it, which they probably won't. I will still play it at least for a few months, as I try every expansion as well. So
yeah,
I don't know. I always I always hope they made a good expansion, but they never do.
yeah, I know. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man.
Just a last thing before I go, because it's kind of getting late here.
All right,
I'm having way too much fun. But just a last thing. If you have to put the expansions in like tier lists, like it's very popular right now on YouTube.
Yeah.
How would you sort them?
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna make a list real quick because I'm horrible at painting shit like that. But real quick, I can do this pretty easily. Okay. So it is hard for me. I'm gonna have to sort. So we'll just say from, so what is it, like S tier, A tier? I'll just do A tier to like low tier. I'll just rank them in order, right? But
you can just rank them in order.
Okay. See, it's very hard for me to say what's better between vanilla and TBC, because I personally played way more TBC than I did vanilla, right? Even though I played a lot, but you can't. I can't count private servers into that so much, because I started playing towards the later end of vanilla, like 1.6, 1.7. It was right around the top before AQ came out, and my first 60 was made. AQ had been out already for a while. I made another character right as Nax was coming out, and he didn't get to max level until Into the Burning Crusade. So my first character was that Rogue. But now that we're coming back and I've played on private servers, I will definitely say that there is so much I love about vanilla, so much I love about TBC. I kind of have to tie them right now, right? They're kind of both my favorite. I can't. There's so many things about BC that I love. So many things about BC that were so much better in Classic, right? World PvP, all this. But when it came to raiding and a lot of the classes and the other abilities that they got, like, nothing to me is better than TBC Holy Priest. I fucking love it. And Shadow Priest and Disc Priest in PvP. I love it. It's amazing. So good. One class that I think actually, like, but there are some classes that I think were better in vanilla, right? So I'm going to say TBC and vanilla as number one, and then obviously right after that is Wrath. Okay, after that it gets kind of fucking weird, right? Because honestly, I think Legion was not a bad expansion in the whole scheme of things when it comes to like Mythic Plus, all these kind of things that happened that were not bad. But there was so much about Legion that was wrong and that I hated.
You played a lot, right?
I played a lot in Legion. I Mythic rated. I did Mythic Plus. I played a lot. I played a lot.
I'm interested in what you're going to say, because I have a very I will tell you my opinion after.
So what I feel about Legion is this: like, first of all, I hated how everyone was given to be the Ashbringer and all this, and that you're the king, you're the hero, and I hated that idea. I love being a grunt. I love building my character up, feeling more powerful. I hated that aspect. I hated the legendary system. I hate Titan forging. I hated the social aspect of how it was completely gone. I hated how all everyone cared about was their mass, their DPS, nothing else. But when it came to like having fun, like doing a Mythic Plus, that was fun. I had a lot of fun, even doing like Mythic Gul'dan, all these fights that were very fun over time. But I think I might have had more fun in early Cataclysm, before things got like really crazy, horrible. It's really hard for me to rate anything after Wrath, honestly, because there were some good things in Kata, especially in the very beginning, and then Kata became like one of my least favorite expansions afterwards. Mop, there were some good things there in PvP, but I didn't really like a lot of other things in Mop. Like I wasn't too big a fan of the aesthetics of pandas, all that kind of shit. So honestly, where I would rate Legion would probably be somewhere like fourth, maybe. Or like it might be right there, but if I had to rate Kata overall, I have to rate it pretty low down there with WoD. But yeah, so and then Legion and Mists are kind of like at the same tier, right? So I would say like 1, 2, number one of course is vanilla. And honestly, guys, when I'm rating this, I mean, like vanilla and BC are like up here, Wrath is here, the rest of them are like down here. Okay. We're not even anywhere else near the other three. So even near Wrath. So when I'm saying I'm ranking them, they're really even below that, right? Because honestly, I feel like the game really lost so much after Kata and all this shit started happening. So I'd say, you know, maybe Mist and Legion were around the same, and then I give like Kata and WoD, and I really haven't played enough BFA to rank it.
So that's very interesting. I have some things I totally agree on, and some things I would rank totally different. So what you said about vanilla and TBC, I feel you. I think both have very good things. There's not a lot that's bad in both, so I can't say which one I like more. I like the open world in Classic. I like the class design in Classic, really, but I like the class design in TBC too. So both are great. Now, those are my top, and you say like Wrath of the Lich King is right up there. For me, Wrath of the Lich King is quite a bit lower than those two.
Wow.
Yeah, because Wrath of the Lich King is where it started to go down. I would say I still enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed WoW up until including Mists of Pandaria, and after that it really went down. But one of the most important things to me for WoW is not the end game. I mean, I don't really care about the raid design as long as there are raids and they're hard to do and it's fun as a group. I'm happy. What I care about is that there's a journey. You need to have that leveling journey or anything else, any other journey really. I like professions. I like things to work for or work to. I like those kind of things. Exploration sometimes. Having multitude of things to do, actually, multitude of things to try. I like class design a lot. So those are the most important things.
Yeah.
And if I consider Legion, then Legion is bad in all those things.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but it's good for raids. It's good for Mythic Plus, and that's basically it. I hated the class design. It's
I do
worst
too.
class design I ever saw.
The only good thing were the class quests. But real quick, I just wanted to say thank Vomp. Vomp gifted 5 subs over on Twitch. Scoop TTV, Inertia, Riker Gaming, Ken V, and Gummy Bear. Give Vomp a thanks. Vomp, thank you so much, my brother, for gifting out 5 subs. You're a fucking legend, brother. I love you. But yeah, so when I said that too, I think, you know, Wrath is definitely, you know, below vanilla, and so when I said that, it's like, you know, the two are up here, Wrath would be here. There's still a substantial gap between vanilla and BC and to Wrath, though. I want to make that clear. Like, it's not like it's right up there with them. But like, you know, I 100% agree. The class design, the class, you know, specific, like, you know, homogenization was really bad in Legion. But however, I did like some of the class quests and how they came back. That was a little cool. Yeah, in Legion. The class quest.
The idea was cool.
Yeah.
The idea was really cool, and I was excited when they announced it, and they came with those class fantasy posts. I really liked them, but then the game came out, and it was nothing like I expected. So for me, that's very controversial. I mean, many people like Legion, but for me, Legion is worse than BFA.
I wouldn't say I liked Legion. I would say I got... Every expansion I came back to after Wrath, I came back to WoW because it's like trying to get that high or trying to get that fix that you once had and trying to get out of it something that you know you can't. And that's every experience I've had. And yeah, I might have had some fun here and there, but I had that fun because of the people I was playing with more so than the game itself. Even though there were times where the people that I was playing with cared nothing about helping each other, it was all about helping themselves. All about being top DPS, this, and the other. So much of what I've tried to get out of WoW in the last few expansions has been just trying to retain that feeling that I got back in the days, and I'm never satisfied, and I always end up quitting and then trying to come back because that I always have that allure of that, oh, I might get that feeling again. Maybe I should experience the new expansion to at least give it a shot.
Since they took the journey out of the game, it's basically gone, and that happened in Warlords of Draenor.
Yes.
For me, it did. So
yeah, Warlords was like, I didn't even mention Warlords in it, did I? I totally forgot about Warlords. I didn't even put it in there because Warlords was literally I mean, all we did in Warlords, me, Melderon, and another buddy, we did Arena. That was it. Like, we did a couple LFR, a couple dungeons here and there, but it was so boring. There was, like, nothing to do, man. Hung around in your garrison and just sat there with your dick in your hand, like, hey, here we go, my garrison.
Actually, I like Warlords over Legion, because I had fun doing the garrison for a month, or maybe 2 months, and I really had fun doing that. I liked the raids. And in Legion, I didn't like the raids, and I had no fun whatsoever.
I think it has to do with like when you played too, like what you played, like you know, doing the mythic. We did mythic like Tomb of Sargeras, mythic Nighthold. The last raid we did, we didn't finish our guild, like kind of broke up beforehand. Mythic. What the hell was the name of the place with the big bitch with the I forget her name. Emerald Nightmare, all that kind of stuff. You know, it wasn't mechanically like, you know, some of the fights were like, oh, okay, yeah, as a healer you got to do this, do that. But like people forget. I always got to add this. And of course, yes, a lot of the end fights, you know, they're hard. You know, the end bosses, there's things like that. But so much of it nowadays is like, you know, you have an add-on like Weak Auras or all these other add-ons that.
Yeah.
You know, they tell you exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You know, and you have so many more abilities now to deal with these mechanics, right? Whereas back in the day, mechanics were much simpler, but they were more effective in a way. You stood in the fire, you died. You stand in well, of course, you know, gear would change things. You know, if you outgeared, just like nowadays, if you outgeared a dungeon or a raid by, you know, a shitload of item levels or whatever, of course it would have a lesser effect. But you know, I feel like things were, you know, very simple in the earlier days, but they were effective as well.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different style, right? It's a totally different style of things. And that's why I really hope when it comes to add-ons that we retain the classic feel for add-ons, right? I know a lot of add-ons were added later and this, that, and the other, but I don't think add-ons belong in the game something like Weak Auras or something like, you know, something that is more suited towards a game like Retail WoW.
I would go as far to say that I wouldn't mind if there were no add-ons in Classic.
I also would not mind if there were no. Of course there will be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah, but I also, you know, and the thing is, too, is like, knowing that no one else has add-ons is kind of nice too. It'd be like, oh well, no one has an add-on, so you know what I mean. But and especially for the fact that, you know, a lot of people, for me, like back in the day, getting lost in these quests, like a quest helper add-on, you know how nice it can be, whatever, to have a quest helper to tell you where to go. You really get so much more lost in the world and feel like you're in this huge world when you don't have that quest helper add-on. It really makes you feel like you're in a fucking world, dude. And, you know, you might have to read a map or look at this and, you know, and when I did that at the first time, if I couldn't figure it out on my own, what did I do? I asked people. I looked in chat. I whispered to people, say, hey man, are you doing this quest? Can you help me out? Or my last ditch effort, if none of that helped, then I would go on Thoughtbot. You know what I mean? And I liked that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. So yeah, just to round things up, TBC Vanilla together, then Red Dead the Lich King, then I think Cataclysm, because the old talent system is kind of in there still. Then Mist of Pandaria, I would say. Then probably BFA, WoT, and Legion last.
Have you played a lot of BFA?
Yeah.
Okay. I have only done like 2 quests, and that was it.
I can see why, but I had more fun in BFA than I did have in the other 2. So I don't know. I liked how the zones were designed, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, all 3 really suck big time. They're way down everything else.
Yeah.
That's because there's no journey. I mean, there are good trades. That's cool, but that's it. I'm not excited to roll an alt. I'm not excited to try anything. There's nothing new to try, so that's the reason. They're all very, very low, and they're basically all at the bottom tier. But if I had to put them in a sort them out.
Gotcha.
I think BFA, WoT, and Legion. But yeah, I know many people like Legion.
Yeah, I mean, Legion, like I said, it wasn't great, but they did a couple things okay.
Yeah.
You know, and I think everyone's experience is different also because of the experiences you had. You might have been in a shitty guild and had a horrible time, and maybe you put a little bit more time and energy into a certain expansion, and that might have made it while it was better for you. You know what I mean? So a lot of it has to do with things like that. But, Dunedain, thank you so much, brother. I know you got to go. Yeah. It's getting late for you. Real quick, I want to put your channel in chat again. Guys, go give Dunedain a look. Go check him out. Of course, he does GMA with us. Every week we do GMA. Dunedain is with us. He is a more handsome Theon Greyjoy. So go ahead, give him a check out, guys. He's a great content creator. He's a great fucking guy. Amazing guy to talk to. And I really hope you start streaming, my brother, because I fucking love you. I do.
I will. But I don't know when. I will let you know. And I would love to have you on the stream sometime as well.
Awesome.
And thanks for this. It was really fun.
No, I had fun too, man. You gave me some good content, so thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So,
all right, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. So have a good day or evening, that is, for you now.
Absolutely, man.
Okay.
All right, guys. Say bye to Dunedain. Yep, see you, brother. Take it easy.
Bye.
All right, boys. Dunedain is always an amazing guest. Love having him on. Good. You subbed to him. Yeah, he's got close to 500 subs. Help him out, dude. The thing that's really awesome, man, is like, and something I will miss is once Classic comes out is during the private server thing and all that, we got to meet so many people from across the fucking world, right? And I'm so glad that we at least got to meet a lot of these people and people like all these people. I mean, half of you guys watching right now are over from the EU. Like, that is fucking amazing, and I love that. And so much of that has played into the reason why, Mulder and I, we're going to have our mains on our NA server, but we're going to have an EU server as well. We're going to be playing with you guys as much as we can. So if you want to play over at the Alliance with Dunedain, he has his guild information over. If you go to his site, I'm sure you can find it out in the Discord. We're also going to be playing Horde as well on EU as much as we can. So, we won't forget about you bros over there as well. But yeah, I love playing. I love hanging out with you guys. Will you still do GMA when Classic comes out? Ask Bobby G. Hell yeah, you better believe it, man. You better believe it, because it's good morning, Azeroth. See, this is my plan, guys. I don't know. Did I just say the Alliance? I don't know. Did I, Tyler? I don't know. Did I? Did I say that? Did I say that? I don't know. Did I? You know what, man? When it comes down to it, if I have to play Alliance to play with my boy Dunedain, I'll do it, baby. I'll do it. Just for a little bit. Just once in a while. You know what? I might just be a secret, a double agent or something like that. But Solo Silas, head out, brother. Okay. Good discussion today, as always. Thank you, brother. Have a good one, Solo Silas. Need to find fast internet. Prepare to see subs increase. Oh, dude. Yeah, for Dunedain. Hell yeah. So, when Classic comes out, boys, like, we're going to be going hard, okay? You think we're going hard now. You ain't seen nothing yet. GMA, of course, will still be happening. Like, we're going to be streaming. Every time I'm playing, I might not stream all the time when I'm playing, but I'm going to be streaming pretty much every day that I'm playing, okay? We're going to be playing. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to have, like, weekly discussions. So think about it like this. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on every week. We're going to have, like, highlight discussions where we talk about what happened this week, what our experience was. Maybe we had an amazing week, raiding BWL this time. Or maybe we had this awesome PvP thing that happened this week. You know what I mean? So we're going to be doing all that, talking about all of that, talking about as the game, as it progresses. I'm sure there's going to be news as shit comes out. So I can't wait for all that, dude. Do we know if sharding is happening? Sharding, listen here, boys. I have no reason to think that, obviously no other blue post has come out since the original announcement about sharding and all that shit. So I have no reason to think that anything has transpired since then. They did say that sharding will only be a thing that would happen in the very early days of leveling, and that they know that it is detrimental to the classic feel, okay? It was very important. They said they did understand that it is detrimental to the classic feel. And I personally, would like to know a little bit more. Of course, when we hear more about server sizes and things like that, I'm sure we'll hear more about the whole sharding mess, But No, we have no other information as of what we had from before. So you guys know my thoughts on all that. You know what I mean? You guys know it. PvP server NA Horde. Yes, brother. PvP server NA Horde. If you guys aren't familiar with the guild we're going to be running with, it's going to be, the guild is going to be run by Egregious. We're going to have so many fucking amazing people in there. It's going to be 2 guilds, actually. So literally, you know, we're planning on having a lot of people, right, in the guild with us. 2 guilds is the way we're going to go, right? So Invictus and Invicta. Those are the guild names. I have a link to the actual guild site. If any of you guys are ever planning on joining with us over on the Horde side in North America, all the information can be found right here on this site. I will link it to you guys. One sec. Oops, I opened something up. There it is. Okay, that's it right there. Egregious. Shaman from Phoenix. Yes, yes. What is that sound? What did I just open up? Ooh, I just opened up Warcraft 3 somehow. Let me close that. Alright. After they got out of the main starting areas, there are so many options to level no matter what. Yeah, that's very true, John Kevin. After the main starting areas, there's no reason to have sharding after that. Yeah, Sven, exactly. 1 to 10 sharding, okay. If that's what they got to do, I'll get over it, boys. You know what I mean? I will. And Egregious and Navik, yeah. Why do you seem drunk tonight, George? I can assure you this: I am not drunk. I am, however, high on life, because yeah, I don't know how I opened Warcraft 3. It is fun. It is fun. Well, you know what, boys? We will have a Warcraft 3 stream one day. That is something I want to do. Not today, however. Today is not the day. Is there a way for us to link our stream to Classic WoW Live? Scoop. Yeah, message me on Discord, Scoop, and I can, I don't know if you did it before or not, but I will, we just have to have it embedded, so, we can do that for you, brother. You know, we are trying to, you know, find, more people to do that, so, yeah, if you want to be a partner on the stream, hit me up, let me know, we can talk about that, my dude. Again, TBC content was great, and the end game was good. However, it is set to the precedent for 10 levels of content to be the only relevant part of the game, and that the rest of it is just a grind to get there. Yeah, Dead of Night, that is definitely when that started happening, was TBC. And like I said, there's a lot of good things about TBC, a lot of bad. I think, for me, so much of what was good in TBC was the rating, was the feel of each you know, race and class, and how they felt. It was great, even though I didn't like the fact that, you know, after playing vanilla for so long, I've really started to appreciate the feel of having Alliance-only Paladins and having Horde-only Shamans. I've loved that, and like I said, the world got a lot smaller. There was a lot of bad, you know, things that started to happen once TBC came out, but as a whole, the play, the actual game itself, right, the mechanics and the play style and how it felt, TBC felt fucking amazing. It felt so good raiding. It felt so good doing all these things. The arena was fun as fuck. But for the most part, I know exactly what you mean, brother. High on life indeed. I love this man, Sven. Yes, brother. Guys, a little bit about myself. You don't know. I do not imbibe. I do not take drugs, any of that anymore. I used to for a very long time in my life. I was addicted to a lot of different substances. Not anymore. I got 5 years clean, guys. 5 years clean. I have 6 years. 6 years clean in January, believe it or not. So, you know, high on life is what high on Azeroth, baby. That's what it is. What a spirit. I'd be down to play a few Warcraft 3 games on StarCraft Blood War. Dude, I haven't played StarCraft in so long, dude. Me and Egregious raided together, man. That's insane. Tyler T, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Egregious is a great guy, man. He's actually, Tyler T, if you don't know, Egregious is actually a founder with the Classic WoW Live site as well. So, you know, he's a fucking great guy. He's a little crazy, just like the rest of us, but I love him. To me, TBC is all about the end game. Vanilla is about the journey. Dark Halls, that's a great little nugget, a great little statement right there. I love that. Thank you, Relapse Gaming. Thank you, man. Caffeine. Actually, I don't want to talk about it too much. Okay, let's just. I started off with smoking pot, drinking like 12, 13. Had a lot of issues when I was a kid, younger, just fucking crazy. You know, graduated. I broke my leg at 13. And I got my first taste of opiates, right? Pills, like Percocet, stuff like that. And that evolved into an IV heroin addiction over the years. But yeah, like I said, like this area, and if you guys are too familiar with it, Philadelphia area, Northeast, even just pretty much all of America right now is really bad in like opiate epidemic. So, you know, but that's what I do nowadays. I work in that field, so it's definitely rewarding, and I get to fucking do this stuff with you guys. So, did you see my Fury guide? Yes, Viv, I did. Viv, oh my God, I forgot to mention about that, Viv, guys. Yeah. So let me show that real quick. So, okay, it was on the here it is, right? Okay, hold on, let me see. Let me get it again. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Phase 1 Fury 3 days ago. Yeah, and I upvoted it too, I think, already, right? Yeah, guys, okay, so if you guys want to check this out, so in depth. Okay, you guys, anything you want to know about Fury, my dudes, Viv has got you covered. Look at this. Introduction, specs, dual wield. He's got the dual wield arm spec right here. He's got the two-handed hamstring spec right here. Two-handed slam spec. He's got, talks all about it. Talks about, so why dual wield or two-hander? Then what race do I choose? Pre-raid best in slot. He's got it all, my dudes. He's got so much conclusion. All this, dude. Oh, such an amazing fucking post, Viv. Thank you so much, guys. If you guys want to know about Warriors, come to Classic WoW Live. Come to the site. If you want, especially about Fury Endgame, dude. What a beautiful guide he made here, Viv. I gotta say, Viv, you did a great fucking job, my man. Who was I talking about? An Ale or something like that? We're talking. It's so fucking good. And let me tell you guys firsthand. Viv knows what the fuck he's talking about, okay? He's been on Countdown to Classic, okay? He's been a part of this community for a long time. He is a well-knowledged fucking man. He's a theory crafter, knows a lot of fucking shit. If you guys want to know anything about Fury, you have a black screen? Really? Oh, I do too. What the hell? Hold on. That is weird. One sec, guys. I'm just going to get on my face for a second. That is strange. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Hold on one sec, guys. Let me try and fix it. Huh. There we go. Okay, there we go. That was very weird. Friggin' Streamlabs OBS. Okay, so here it is, guys. Here it is. Black screen. What the fuck happened? Streamlabs OBS. Scuffed stream. Okay. Guys, Viv's guide is fucking insane, though. Seriously. Okay, again, here we go. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. We have... he's got the dual wield fucking Fury spec. He's got the two-handed hamstring spec, the two-handed slam spec, and in each part here, he gives description about it. So he talks about himself here, talks about the different specs, talks about the dual wield spec, gives a whole bunch of different knowledge and throughput about it. Here as well, two-handed spec as well. Talks about, dual wield or two-handed. Talks about the difference between the two-handed specs and also what race to choose, and then goes over the whole pre-raid best in slot, dude. Fucking amazing, man. I love it, dude. Viv, thank you so much, brother. Guys, go ahead, check. I think I linked it. Did I link it? Did you guys get the link? Yeah, there it is again. Must have, absolutely. And you know a lot of people are going to be playing Warrior, right? A lot of fucking people are going to be playing Warrior. So this is a must fucking have, boys. Oh my god. Look at the two-handed weapon. Here we go. Arcanite Reaper, ho! Arcanite Reaper, ho! Dude, look at that beautiful fucking thing. 3.8 second axe, 13 stamina, 62 attack power. Thanks indeed, Viv. Oh my god. I'm gonna put another one on there, guys. Shoutouts to Viv, right? I mean, first of all, you know, what I love about this site, right? It's not like people don't have to put the time and effort into it, but how much you just helped the community right here, Viv. That's beautiful, my man. Like, this is what the site's all about, dude. That's what it's all about, baby. What about Druids? We've got stuff coming on Druids as well. We've got, if you guys know, we have some of the best people on the site working on all the time. So, we have a lot of great stuff going on right now. I think there is something on with Druids right now. Hold on. I know for a fact we have the, so Shido the Druid has some stuff on here. Skarm has put some stuff on here. Ebb and Flow. If you guys haven't checked out Ebb and Flow yet, Ebb and Flow is amazing fucking content creator. And I think, and I'm not sure if it's been up there yet, so Bear tank. So here's we got a bear tank gear list has been up here. So here's one for bear tank done by Taladrill. This is a really good list that he did. Now Taladrill knows his shit about bear tanks. Okay, so if you want to check that out, there's one for there. And I think there's a Resto Druid pre-raid BIS guy right here that was put up. There you go, Resto Druid. Now a few of these items you have to look at and make sure because I don't think I went over this one, but I know for a fact that animated chain necklace doesn't come out till patch 1.4, so that won't be available in phase 1. But I don't think this is just for phase 1. This is just for BIS total. So, but yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff here. Yeah, I mean, like if you go to the forum site, man, you can see. Check it right here. I'll show you. You literally just go here, forums, you look at your class, you see what's up there, or you can check the main site as well. It's up there for both of it. Tank Druid, just love it, hell yeah. You should click the link to Black Blade of Saharam and read the procs on the comments. Okay, let's check that. Let's check that real quick. Okay, where? Oh, that's the warrior. Oh yeah, Thermo made a warrior pre-raid list as well. Okay, let's go recent and check it out. Here we go. Phase 1. Here we go. Okay, so you said click on the link to where was it, Viv? Right here. Oh no, wait. Viv said click on the link. You should click on the Black Blade of Sauron. Oh, read the Black Blade. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's check that. Black Blade. Where is it? Where is the Black Blade? Here it is. Summons the infernal spirit of Sauron. So yeah, what is that? And what is that? Okay, the proc summons Sauron. Okay, listen to this. A flame waker who can cast the following spells. So guys, this is for the Black Blade of Sauron. I've never used, and I don't know much about warriors, right? Two-handed sword, a 3.5. Oh my god, dude. Okay, where is this from? The proc summons Sauron, a flame weaver who can cast the following spells. Number 1, Curse of Sauron. AoE slows enemies. Might of Sauron. AE stuns enemies for 5 seconds. Fist of Sauron. Group haste. 25% haste for 8 seconds. Holy shit. Group restore life mana for 20 seconds. Will of Sauron self plus 50 all stats. Or also flame strike enemies for 100 to 150 damage. A lot of people will pass on this sword because it lacks stats. Personally, I loved it. The flame strike is the most common proc, but the stat buff stacks. But the stat buffs stack. Holy shit! If you have this and win for you can gain 250 to all stats. Oh my god, dude, that is insane, dude. Holy shit! I had no idea. Very rare from Draxus. Oh my god. Best in slot till BFA. Oh, Monkey News had that once. Did he really? Oh my god. Dude, Viv, dude. Oh, Viv. Fucking A, dude. This shit. Arcanite Reaper, ho! Skarm has amazing videos, right? Skarm is such a knowledgeable dude. General Draxeth and Ubers. Oh my god, dude. I've never seen it drop. Never seen this drop. Holy shit. And I've done Ubers a lot, dude. Oh, dude. I'm gonna go to... Oh, it's the one that summons that looking dude. Okay. I've definitely heard of this before, yeah. A warrior in my guild, Nostalgius, had one, but thought it was a meme. Oh my god, dude. Riker. Dude, so imagine, right? Imagine your horde, okay? Oh, wow. Congratulations, you received 100 messages with restream. Oh, I guess, yeah, I need to refresh, I think, yeah. Need to refresh here. What's this up with this? What is up with this? Here we go. Let me refresh the page here. So, one amazing thing about this, right, is imagine your horde and your Wind Fury. You have and the stats stack, right? So if you get the stat bonus, you can get up to 250 to all stats. Oh my god, that is insane, dude. Wow, I love items like this. Stuff like that gets me so psyched, gets me so hyped, dude. Check out the Compendium article on there. The Compendium article, what does that mean, Melron? What is the Compendium article? What are you talking about? Why do you have to confuse me with big words, Melderon? Why does he always do this, guys? What Compendium article? Can you link it to me, Melderon? Because you're confusing me now. You're confusing the hell out of me, Melderon. That's a sick weapon when you look closely. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody know what Melderon means by these big words? Compendium. Okay. Let's see here. It's in the guide section. Oh, okay. In the guide section. Back on the site. Is that what you're talking about? What did I do to my computer? I did something. It's like really weird right now. Okay. You should see my other screen. It looks fucking ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Alright. I linked it. Oh, there we go. He linked it. There we go. That's the easy way to do it. Okay. Oh, okay. World of Warcraft Compendium. Oh, dude. Oh my god, look at this. This guide is also available in Google Docs. A not-so-short guide touching all major aspects of classic WoW, aimed at people that have never played vanilla or at least never played on a private server in recent years. This is not an in-depth class or leveling guide. Classic WoW has been promised to be released during the summer of 2019, but no exact date has been officially announced yet. The only thing required to get into the game will be a subscription. So this is Compendium. Is it the Compendium of Doom? Huh? The Compendium of Doom? Get it? Right? Look how long it is. It's amazing. Oh my god. Who made... Look at this, dude. Holy shit. Classes. And you got mage. You've got... Oh my god. Look at this, dude. Race-dependent abilities. Human. Feedback. Desperate Prayer. Dwarf. Fear Ward. Desperate Prayer. Night Elf, Alloon's Grace, Star Shards, Undead, Touch of Weakness, Devouring Plague. It gives everything you need to know, guys. Okay, I am linking this right now. Holy shit, guys. Check this shit fucking out. Right off the presses, boys. Right off the presses. It goes over everything, boys. Holy shit, boys. Dude, when did this just get put up there, Melderon? Today. Holy shit, boys. This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. I am so excited, guys. Right off the fucking presses, boys. Check this out. The Compendium of fucking classic WoW, dude. Oh my god. This kind of shit gets me hyped, dude. This kind of shit gets me fucking excited. Look at all of this shit, dude. Holy shit. And then you can link, you can go here. Oh my god. Favorited. Easy. Easy. Done. Boom. Easy clap, boys. I am so fucking, dude. I am so ready for this game. I don't know about you guys, but I am so fucking ready for this game. The Compendium, dude. Holy shit. Okay, let's look over Priest here, right? So Priest, best overall healing class. Definitely agree with that. In the game that suffers from mana problems early on. Offers great damage in PvP. So it has a little bit of nitbit knowledge for stuff here and there. Talks about all their strengths, right? So strengths. Best all-around healer in PvE. Solid leveling spec in Shadow. Has talent that increases wand damage. Shadow melts face in PvP. Instant AoE fear in PvP. Can reduce aggro in PvE. Can CC undead. Can buff stamina, shadow resistance, and spirit. Can cure magic also from opponents and diseases. Very high mana, hungry healing. Suffers from low HP and cloth armor in PvP. Forced healing into raids, which makes farming hard. Yes, absolutely. Mostly forced into healing, absolutely. Each race has 2 unique spells. See below. Shadow, not competitive in raids because Mindflay has only 26 yard range. Dots are prohibited. Overwritten suffers from mana. No ability spells. Obviously, the main thing Shadow will be doing in raid is just giving your buff to other casters. But it's not competitive, but it is brought to in a little bit, right? Talent tree, discipline improves shields and mana, grants buffs alternative to Holy in later content. Holy default healing spec in PvE, complemented by discipline talents. Shadow great in PvP while leveling at some per raid rating. Almost all priests will be healing as Holy, almost all. Here we go. One Shadow priest or healer with enough talents to get Shadow weaving to buff the warlocks per raid is acceptable. Beautiful. Wow, dude. Oh my god, this is so fucking good. Oh my god, boys. I'm having WoW-themed dreams almost every night. You just made my hype even more. Guys, this is the dream right here, boys. The dream is coming true, my man. Like, This site has been everything we've wanted and more. And I'm just so proud to be a part of this. I just really am. And like I said, any of you guys can be a part of this as well. Any of you guys. And I just fucking love it, man. Like, this is, to me, what it's all about. It's about the community. It's about, you know, working together and helping each other. Because so much of this game depends on how we work together, right? A lot of it is going to be, I'm going to make a video highlighting it. Oh, dude, great idea, Melderon. Great fucking idea. I want a Shaman tank so bad in Classic. It will be so much fun. Avensith, there's another video probably coming pretty soon that might be able suited towards that, my man. Oops, here, Def Camp. Oh, thank you. Cheers, brother. Yeah, I got some water, but that's good. Oh, man, yeah. Listen, guys. So excited. So friggin' excited. I wanted to see, so what is this? Classic WoW launch, weapon progression. Oh, man. I wanted to check out some more. Let's check out the forums real quick. I think someone added some more shit. I wanted to look at some of the meme stuff that I saw on here. I saw some funny stuff. Let me see. Dude, this website is just coming out to be so amazing. And I'm not saying that because I'm like part of the site and all. It just really is that fucking good. What professions? What do you think Blizz will do next? The next blue post. Oh, we'll go to off topic real quick. Here we go. Some more funny stuff. Oh, what is this? What is this? Bukowski? What did you... Retail. She's like, ew. Did she think that was your hand? And she held it? That's fucking great. Look at this, though. Minoru made this. Minoru made this, dude. Could it be the Sword of Lies? WoW Classic is just nostalgia. It won't last. Well, I'm convinced. Now get out of here. Now, how do you get out of here? Go left. Right it is. The Sword of Lies, dude. That's fucking great. Oh, my God. He has some awesome Hunter vids, so you got to go get some Razia the Ravager vids in here. I don't think I've ever... Let's check it out. Razia the Ravager, huh? Razia the Ravager. I'm all for... Oh, wow. I'm all for some... Oh, my God. Okay, oh, there's with the stream highlights. World of Warcraft, the Darkshore Project. What is this? This is, what kind of server is this? The Darkshore Project, huh? Vanilla modded teaser, huh? Oh, it's a certain project, huh? Oh, I think this is like a, is this like a different kind of server? That's what I'm guessing. Interesting. Join me on the journey. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's more stuff for the Razorfin Downs. Ooh, yeah. Oh, nice, nice. Scarlet Monastery meta. Oh, he's got some interesting stuff on here. A lot of stream highlights. I don't think I've ever seen him stream. I would love to check it out. Yeah. Hunter tutorial. I love his it's very dark looking. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is Shadowfang Keep on Kronos. Dude, I can't wait to do SFK, man. Female Night Elf Hunter, though. I'll let it slide, man. Female Night Elf Hunter for the Horde, I know, right? So one thing I'm, like, excited for, and I know a lot of you guys are, is just, I can't wait to do some dungeons, man. Like, I am so excited to do SFK, to do, I mean, even Wailing Caverns, dude. Have you played Mordor yet? No, never played Mordor. I don't even know what that is, honestly. So, my main thing, right, obviously leveling with cargoes, with Melderon, and with everybody, like, I'm really hell-bent set on, like, having fun doing dungeons. And with Melderon tanking, it's going to be fucking great, dude. Ultimate, oh my god. I love Alderman, dude. So, even though I plan on leveling relatively fast, like, I still plan on doing every dungeon I can. Most of them, at least. That moment you finally have a tank for SFK as Alliance, and then the tank doesn't have the flight path and you don't have a Warlock. What's the closest flight path? South Shore, right? Yeah, South Shore. So that's the thing is, like, do you even... A lot of people won't have the South Shore flight path at the time, right? The furthest one north you'll probably have at that point is, like, Wetlands, right? Yeah, so they have to run all the way from Wetlands to fucking SFK, dude. That's a fucking run. Okay, how long is that? Let me look at the atlas real quick. Hold on. That's a long fucking run, dude. That is really long. Okay. That's what I love about the atlas, right? I love looking at shit like this. Okay, so obviously, so you'll be right here. You've got to run, and you got to run through some fucking terrifying zones, right? So you got to run north in Arathi. You're definitely going to get ganked in Arathi, okay? Then you got to run all the way through Hillsbrad, then into fucking Silverpine. So you're going from here to here. That's a pretty far run, dude. Leveling a lock, summoning alt. Yeah, there. Leveling as a there. Yeah, leveling lock as a summoning alt, dude. Still, man, that's yeah. I had a few friends who have like a summoning alt. That's a pretty far run though, dude. And if you don't have wetlands, right? If you don't have wetlands, then you gotta go all the way from Ironforge, dude. But everyone should have wetlands, right? Everyone should have Menethil by then, right? If you're Alliance, yeah. Yeah, that run is suicidal, dude. Honestly, okay, so looking at, like, the runs that you would have to do for certain raids, for certain dungeons, I mean, my thing is, right, so the Horde is pretty good with where you're going, right? You're leveling Horde, obviously, you know, even if you're Silverpine, it's not that bad. You know, you take the Zeppelin over. Obviously, first raid is in Orgrimmar, so it's not that big of a deal, right? You have Ragefire, and then Wailing Caverns, you know, right here. And so the only one that's far, you know, out of the way a little bit in the first couple ones, Black Fathom, but you have the Zormgar post right there, which isn't bad at all. But I will say that run, dude, that run going from you know, up to the Barrens when you get Silver Splinter Tree post, I have something really cool that I found out. So if you look here, right, in Ashenvale, okay. Instead of going, a lot of people go like right here and they go around Ashenar. There's actually a way to go. You can actually go behind here, and you can. There's a path, actually, believe it or not, through these mountains right here, and it drops you off right in the back of Zormgar Outpost. I wish I can go in game right now and show you guys that, but there's literally a path that goes, and I showed it to Melderon, and it's really cool. You can literally stay back here on these mountains and get dropped off right behind Zormgar, dude. It's so fucking cool. You don't have to go anywhere near Myasha's post. You don't have to go anywhere near Ashenar. You can literally just stay back here, go, and it's really fucking fast too. Really fast, dude. I love shit like this. Like, I love looking at different ways to get to different places. Talon Deep Path is fucking awesome. You know, I love killing people here in Stone Talon Mountains, dude. The Charred Vale is a great fucking place, but yeah, dude, salute to any Horde who managed to get to Dead Mines. Okay, it's not that bad. Honestly, listen. Okay, so you'll want to do Dead Mines and your Horde, right? Obviously, where are you going to start off at? Orgrimmar, right? You take the Zeppelin to Stranglethorn Vale, okay? And you're set right here to Gromgal, right? I mean, you know, you're going to die. You're going to die. Expect to die. But you can stay in the water and hopefully stay away from mobs as much as you can and go north, right? You're going to stay north as much as you can. There is a way to stay away from as many mobs as you can. If you have water walking and a shaman with you, that'd be really fucking nice. I don't even know if you have water walking at that level yet. But yeah, Tristan, so I've actually tried this, right? Because otherwise it can be bad. But the problem lies in, Tristan, the problem lies is when you get to Westfall, obviously. So when you look at it, it's not that far, right? Gromgal to right here to Moonbrook is not far. But the problem lies when you get outside of there, right? Because what's outside of the Dead Mines? Tons and tons of fucking Alliance, okay? There's always multiple Alliance groups just sitting outside of there waiting for people to get there. That's the worst part. And of course, you know, it's way more of them, and they can attack you, and it's fucking, it's a pain in the ass, right? Because this is Alliance territory, right? So obviously you can't attack them, but they can attack you, and of course when they attack you can attack them. But it's pretty fucking cool. But it's definitely doable. You're probably gonna die a couple times, you know, trying to get up here, but it's definitely doable. So if you guys want to do dead mines, it's fucking doable, man. Like I said, you start from Orgrimmar, you take the Zeppelin to Gromgal, and it's not that bad. However, you know, any alliance, any horde who want to do Storm and Stockades, you're pretty much fucked. I mean, you can run in there dead, right? But I think Stockades is one of those dungeons that really aren't worth doing, right? I don't think Stockades are worth doing at all, because, like, what are the, there aren't that good rewards from it at all. Like, there really aren't. So, for me, I would do dead mines if I wanted to. It's not really that great. I mean, obviously, there's no quest for the horde that go in there, you know. But the horde has a pretty good, like, SFK. There are quests where you have to do, especially if you're a paladin and you want to get your hammer, right? That fucking awesome hammer. You got to do SFK, right? You have to. And that's a long fucking walk, right? And also, the Alliance have it bad, right? SM. So, SM is literally in horde territory for the Alliance. But SM is a great fucking, I mean, it's 4, wait, graveyard, armory, library, yeah, 4 dungeons. But, you know, together it's pretty much just one. But, dude, SM is a bitch for the Alliance, man. But I fucking love being that dude who sits in fucking Tearsfall and just kills all the Alliance that walk in there, dude. I fucking love it. Quests have XP, bro. I know quests have XP. I'm saying there's no quests for the there's no quest for horde to do the dead mines, is what I'm saying. Stocks are so fast and easy to clear. No. So Adam, I was saying it's not worth it for the horde to do it. Right? Is that what I was saying? Yeah. I cannot wait. Name of website, ClassicWow.live, baby. This is the atlas right here. ClassicWow.live, boys. Yeah, I was saying it's definitely not worth it. As the Alliance, definitely do it. I'm saying it's definitely not worth to do it as a horde player. There's nothing in there that's going to make me want to fucking go and corpse walk into Stockades. So, yeah, Stockades as horde was my point. I said it's definitely not worth it. That's what I get for just tuning in. Oh, yeah. So, no problem. But nice color choice on the website. Looks clean as fuck. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we worked a lot. No problem. So Adam, I'm guessing you just tuned in. It's all good, brother. Yeah, we were talking about, like, the run for, the dead mines for the horde is not that bad, right? Because Gromgal, you know, obviously you can swim up here to avoid some mobs. But the worst part is going to be outside of dead mines with all the Alliance there. And we were talking about how it's not really worth for the horde to do Stockades because there aren't that many great rewards, and that's all you're going to get because there's no quest for the horde. But like we're saying, there are quests for the Alliance in SM. There are quests for the Alliance in Silverpine, especially if you're. I think, is it only the Paladins that have quests for SFK? I think so, right? Basically, what you do is you get an item there for your hammer in SFK. Yeah, the website is easy on the eyes. Yeah, we love the purple, and we've actually, guys, you wouldn't believe the amount of hours we would just sit there and talk about, like, you know, little things like a bar, like or like a line, or like a difference in color. I mean, we spent hours upon hours talking about little things like that. You know what I mean? Oh, and Warlocks. And Warlocks, says Meldron. Awesome. Yeah, it's Paladins. Okay, I forgot Warlocks have something, right? How goes getting an opponent? Sarmonican, what's going on, brother? So, we're looking now. So, I don't know, Meldron. Meldron got his position down in the city. So, we're looking now. We're trying to find something. So, our ideal thing is something close to the train station. So, Meldron could just take the train down because he doesn't have a car. Moave, yeah, Moave. Sounds like an old lady name. But so, this is the thing, guys. I talked about this before. Actually, Sarmonican, so what happened is Holtzy told me to get this thing to help out with the internet, and it's working now. So, guys, you don't know, I'm actually on Wi-Fi right now. And we're actually moving out soon, Meldron and I. We're going to be getting our own place, Finally going to be able to have fucking hardline internet, dude. I cannot fucking wait. So hopefully within the next month, right, Melderon? We're trying to get out of here within the next month or so. So knock on wood, all goes well. We'll be out of here within about a month. Melderon and I will be living, on our own again. We used to live with each other but we're not going to live in that home anymore with our mom. But yeah, things are moving up, man. Things are getting better. Going to be able to have our own place now and play Classic WoW and talk Classic WoW and stream Classic WoW whenever the hell we want. We're staying in this area, Proet. We're staying in the Philadelphia area. My rich buddy had a T1 line when WoW came out. I was so jelly. Oh my god. So we're trying to get we're trying to look into Google Fiber. We're trying to see if Google Fiber will be up there, because literally we don't need to waste money on TV, right? We don't need cable. We have cell phones, right? Don't you guys have phones? We have phones. We have, all we need is good internet. We don't need anything else. We need good internet and we need beds, and that's it. And that is literally it. And our computers, obviously. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, playground both of man. Yet would kill for Google Fiber, dude. I know. Vanilla Friends is great. I agree, Tyler T. And food too. Oh yeah, food too. No, all we really need is Snapple, okay, Kenny? We need some Snapples, baby. But, yeah, some food would be good, too. I don't think Philly has Google Fiber, but cable is generally fine. Yeah, I don't think it does either, Sarmonica. And I think the main thing that we're looking for is just, honestly, like, the internet we have now is good. The problem was that it was Wi-Fi, right? And we don't have the option to go hardline right now. So, honestly, like, I think it's like, 50 up, 50 down, or, whatever it is. That'll be plenty good enough, I mean, 1 up, 1 down, like 1 terabyte up, 1 down. That would be fucking insane, okay? I don't know if we even need that, but for streaming, right, you want to have something steady. You want to have something good, and for playing WoW. So, our thing is we just want like a 2-bedroom that has some good fucking internet. We can get some good internet, and that's hopefully close to the train station. That's literally all we need. Philly has Verizon Fios is good, dude. Verizon Fios is actually really good, which is fiber, right? Exactly. Yeah, my stepdad actually works for Verizon, so. But, yeah, Verizon Fios is really good. I just grew up right outside of South Philly. Jersey boy. So Adam, we actually grew up in South Philly, my man. We grew up in South Philly, right near the Italian market. We're 2 South Philly Italian boys, grew up down in South Philly. Love it down there, man. Love it. We live a little bit outside the city now, but South Philly is always home for us, brother. We were born and raised down there. It's beautiful. Like you asked Melderon, man. This city is beautiful, and it's really fucking cool, man. We have good food, amazing culture. It's just a lot of fun. And we've met a lot of people from WoW, you know what I mean, that have like lived around here and talked around here. Some of our people from the community we've met before, and it's been fucking awesome. Vape Nate, Vape Dad Snapple. What kind of cheese goes on a Philly cheesesteak? American cheese, Neg. Either American or Whiz, right? So this is the option, guys. This is the option, boys. Listen. You can either do an American with wit. It's called wit or without, right? Wit or without means wit fried onions or without fried onions, okay? So you can get an American wit, which is American cheese with fried onions, or Whiz wit. Those are the 2 forms of acceptable cheesesteaks in Philadelphia. Occasionally, you'll have someone who gets provolone, okay? We'll allow provolone, okay? We'll allow provolone. In my opinion, I like this place called Steve's, right? So Steve's does the American, but they do it like a whiz. So it's like a cheese sauce, and it's delicious. So they melt it. So you want to get the American wit. In my book, is the best, okay? Are you using the booster yet? Yes, we are. We're using the booster. It came in. I sent it to the wrong address at first. I canceled it. It's here now. It's working great. Knock on fucking wood. It's working great. Thanks to Holtzy and his recommendation. And thanks to all you guys for donating to make it able for us to get it. And I bought a little something else too that actually just is like an antenna that'll help with the range. And that'll be coming in on Monday. So, and I know it's only going to be for the next month or so. But I want the streams to be, like, nothing upsets me more than the stream going down because of my lack of fucking internet. And I mean, you guys have been so helpful. and have given so much that, you know, I had to step up and do this because it was pissing me off. It really was. Always interested to hear stories about people from American cities so different here. Here we cycle everything everywhere. Yeah, pro it. Melderon has been over in Europe a few times, right? So Doylan, you like the provolone? I mean, I'll say provolone's okay. Listen, but you know, that's what you got to do. And you got to, you know, if you ever come to Philly, guys, everyone talks about Geno's and Pat's. No. Do not go to Geno's. Do not go to Pat's. If you find yourself in South Philly, there's plenty of other places to go. You can literally go to your corner pizza place, and the cheesesteaks are better than Geno's and Pat's. They're tourist traps. They're not great. There's so many places out there that are better. The Nick's in the Reading Terminal is amazing. John's Roast Pork down in South Philly has amazing cheesesteaks. And there's another sandwich as well called the Italian Roast Pork Sandwich, which is a Philadelphia sandwich as well. It's roast pork with either broccoli rabe or spinach and sharp provolone cheese. And it's fucking amazing. So the cheesesteaks, whatever, it's all good. There, you know, no matter what, if you're here, whatever kind of food you like, they have it. If you want to eat, you know, Chinese food, you know, you go to Chinatown, is amazing. Italian food, Little Italy. You want to eat, you know, anything really. I mean, Philadelphia is such an amazing melting pot, right? There's so much good stuff. You want to eat halal, they got halal. You want to eat, you know, Korean. We had Korean last night. So much good stuff. Indian food. There's just so much good stuff around here. And that's the best part about living in the city, right? Is you get the mix of so many different cultures. And Philadelphia is very mixed with a lot of different cultures. Looking at some of the locations on Google Map, interesting, yeah. So I would say John's Roast Pork, if you're in South Philly, or Phil went to this place called Cleaver's, which is pretty good, down in the city. But my favorite places in Philadelphia are Steve's, which is in Northeast Philly, and Joe's, which is also in Northeast Philly. Those are the best too. Connor, the Philly pizza game is very good, my man. Very, very good. So I eat pizza a lot, especially being a fucking WoW player and as someone who streams, I eat pizza a lot, right? Pizza is probably one of my favorite things, you know. There's amazing pizza in Philly. You know, there's a place down on South Street. So if you've ever been to Philly, South Street is a really cool street. And, you know, there's a lot of really good places down there, but the best is Lorenzo's, right? And they got slices that are like this big. They're massive, massive slices. So Lorenzo's on South Street. But the pizza game is amazing. I'd say second to New York. You know, New York and then Philly, they got the best pizza. The best. Is Philly affordable in terms of rent? So it's very interesting, Pro, because there are parts of Philly that are becoming really, 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 you know. So Philly's a weird city, man. Like 2 years ago, this part of Philly was literally the like worst part of Philadelphia in terms of like murders and crimes and drugs and all this. And now you get these like rich people that move in and now it's like $1 million to live there, and it's crazy, right? But you know, relatively on average, I would say Philly's like, it's not crazy expensive. Like you're looking at about like 12, like for what Melderon and I are looking for in terms of an apartment. It's gonna be like probably like $1,200 a month, like around there, for like a 2-bedroom, like 1 bathroom. You know, anywhere between like $1,100, you know, $1,000 a month, something like that. Houses are like, you know, $250,000 to $300,000 to $400,000 for like a normal house. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, gentrification, whatever that is. Yeah, it's just the way it is, brother. You know, I can get a 3-bedroom. 2-story for $500. That's crazy, Neg Smoke. That's crazy, dude. So when I lived in North Carolina, I lived in North Carolina for a while. It was very cheap down there in North Carolina. Yeah, it's interesting. You know what I mean? It's like it's very different around here. But I know where Cargos lives, like out in California. It's crazy expensive out there. I've been to California once, and it's ridiculously crazy out there. $1,100 is my 4-bedroom, 4-story. Wow, dude, that's crazy. $100K Canadian for a 4-bedroom house. Oh my God, yeah. So it's pretty expensive in Philly. I won't lie. Like Philly's not that cheap. And the pay isn't great either. So it kind of sucks, right? Because you get paid, like when I was in North Carolina, I got paid, you know, what I was doing, what the pay down there was it's very similar to what it is in Philly. Some places actually pay more. But the cost of living in North Carolina was like half of what it is in Philly. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. 1,400 is my California studio. Feel bad. Yeah, there you go, Hella. So 1,400 for a California studio apartment. That's crazy. Pay sucks. High rent sounds like where I live. Yeah, Riker, exactly. That's Philly, man. But you know what, dude? Either way, I mean, I'm blessed, right? Because, you know, I came from a pretty, you know, we came from a pretty humble start. What we've been through and all that, with all that, to where we are today, to what we have, man, it's very humbling. It is, because, you know, I never thought I'd be able to, you know, especially where I was before, to be even having a possible, you know, income with doing something like this, or with what I'm doing now, where I work part-time, something that I love so much, to even have an income doing that, you know. And from where I came from and what I was doing, living off the streets basically, to where I am now, very, very humbling, very just crazy fucking ride, boy. Life is crazy. It's like a box of chocolates, you know what I'm saying? Got your priest PvP spec planned out, care to share? Okay, Pibs, my priest PvP spec is something that I have been working on, my dude, because I am very, very, very set on certain specs. Okay, so priest PvP, of course, you're going to go blackout, right? Okay, what was that other site too? I really like that one. I'll use this one right now because you guys can see it, right? But obviously 2 in Shadow or Pain. You only need 3 in Shadow Focus for PvP. You know, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put out. Now, I like just putting 2 points in Improved Mind Blast at first, and I'll put more in there later because I want to show you. I was in Asheville, North Carolina, my man. Asheville, North Carolina. It was beautiful down there in the Blue Ridge Mountains, my man. So, of course, Shadow Weaving. Shadow Reach is very nice in PvP. Silence, of course. Vampiric Embrace. Okay, so this is the basic, just 31 points in the Shadow, right? I'm Inner Fire, plus Shadow Form is like 45 damage reduction. Yeah, exactly. So we're talking about, we're going to go to Inner Fire here as well, because that is what my main build is built around. So, of course, Unbreakable Will, Improved Fort, Inner Focus. Now, I'm only going to put 1 point in Martyrdom and 3 here now. So we have 2 points left over, right? So here's the thing, okay? I very much like Improved Vampiric Embrace. I know, okay? I do. I know it's not that. I know 2 points is a lot for just 10%. But I can't tell you how many times I have never, especially when you're dispelling, when you're silencing, when you're redotting, my Mind Blast is always off cooldown when I'm ready to use it. Always. No matter if I have 1 point in it, if I have no points in it, I'm usually never like, oh shit, my Mind Blast is still on cooldown. There's been a couple times maybe. So I almost feel like, yeah, you could put 2 more into Mind Blast, you could. But I feel like the survivability you get out of Improved Vampiric Touch, man, is so fucking nice. So I don't know, guys. I mean, yeah, you could put like 2 points into Improved Mana Burn, which is really nice. It's a half second off. So I'm like, this is my basic spec right here, where with 2 points, I'm not still 100% where I want to put it yet. I love Improved Vampiric Embrace, especially when you're fighting a rogue, okay? With Improved Vampiric Embrace and Devouring Plague, you're getting so much health back. You can literally just sit there and Mind Flay him and just get so much healing back, right? So, I like the 2 points in Improved Vampiric Embrace. I really, really do. And I'm kind of set on doing that. I'm not sure though, man. Because it's hard, dude. Exactly though, Dabs, because there are a lot of times where Improved Mana Burn can be more beneficial, especially facing other healers, other priests, paladins. So nice to have that, just that half second off that Mana Burn, so fucking nice. I don't think it's beneficial to just put it into Improved Mind Blast. I don't think it's that needed. I really don't. So it's going to be a toss-up for me, probably between Imp Mana Burn and improved Vampiric Embrace. I feel like survivability-wise, Imp Vampiric Embrace is nice, but as far as utility-wise and like in BGs, so okay, I'll say this right now. In BGs, I'll go Imp Mana Burn, right? In World PvP, Imp Vampiric Embrace. That's it right there, right? That's what I would do. It is OP. Lunar, it really is OP. You can literally hit like 2 buttons and win as a Shadow Priest. It's ridiculous. Between Silence and Improved Psychic Stream and your Absorbs and how much healing, guys, do you realize how much healing you're doing as a Shadow Priest? It's ridiculous, okay? With Vampiric Embrace and Devouring Plague, when you have Devouring Plague up, and you have your Absorb up, like, my health goes up so fast when I'm doing damage. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, dude. And that's why I feel like Improved Vampiric Embrace is just, it's just the way to go for like World PvP, man. Because if you're fighting rogues, if you're fighting warriors, it's just, it's so nice to get that health back, dude. I know it's 10% more, it's not that much, but it's, I feel like to me, and then you gotta go with your playstyle, right? If you're the kind of person that always goes for the mana burns, you're always gonna go mana burn in the palace, like go mana burn, you know what I mean? If you're like me and you like to have that improved Vampiric Embrace because it's, I'm like obsessed with numbers, I like it, you know what I mean? So Troll Piece with Shadow Orb plus Blackguard OP with Blackout. Yeah, so the thing about that, Proet, is like Shadow Orb is amazing, but remember, don't sleep on the Undead as well, because we have Touch of Weakness. And Touch of Weakness is an instant cast that uses like no mana, that does damage to the target, and can proc Blackout. So there's been times where a rogue has been on me, and say he kicks me, or, well, I can't use it on kick, but say, like, I'm trying to get a Blackout proc, and you don't want to just spam, like, rank 1 Shadow or Pain. You know, it's so nice to get a Blackout proc from your Touch of Weakness. It really is. You know, a rogue opens up on you with a cheap shot, and then he gets hit by, and then it gets procced by Blackout. So I love that. So I understand why Shadow Orb is really good, but you still can get that at least once with a Touch of Weakness. So always have Touch of Weakness on yourself. Okay, always have that if you're an Undead Priest. It's like super hipster. Yeah, Blue Ridge, Asheville. Yeah, I have a friend who moved to Asheville. Dude, Asheville's beautiful, man. North Carolina is just south of Virginia. Yep. So hey, man, can you help me out? Me at work, out a good leveling lock build for Classic. Master Killer, I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to a leveling spec for lock, but I will help you out with where to go to look for that, though. Of course, if you don't know who Cargos is, he is my brother from another mother, and I know he has a good Warlock leveling guide, so I will show you that real quick. It is right here for my man who's looking for that. You definitely want to check this out, my man, and when you get a chance to, check out Cargos' Warlock guide. It's fucking amazing, okay? He goes over a little bit. I can put it on screen right now, and we can look over it real quick. I know he goes over multiple different specs, right?
Talent progression. Let's get into talents.
So here it looks like he's got an Affliction build that has 30 points in Affliction and 21 in Demonology. And it looks like he went down to Shadow Mastery in Warlock and then down to Demonic Sacrifice in Demonology. So, is engineering for a lock viable for PvE? Engineering is definitely, yeah, Cargos has amazing guys. Engineering is good in PvE for, you know, certain reasons, of course, for, like, Goblin Sapper Chargers, things like that. PvP is definitely the way you want to go if you're doing engineering. There are some benefits for engineering in PvE, but I would say definitely more so in the terms of PvP, right? Obviously, it's very nice to have Sapper Chargers and things like that, but there aren't too many benefits. I would say you definitely get more benefits from like alchemy, or you know, alchemy is definitely one of the most beneficial professions for PvE without a doubt. So hi YouTube chat, can you hear me? Yes, Neg Smoke, we can hear you, brother. We're reading both chats, my man. Cargos has so much classic content. Yes, he does, brother. Yeah, engineering is cool for tanks as well. Good point, Tristan. Very good for tanks as well, especially for you know, if you want to make that shield. So it's really good. Can you I can't really I can go 4 strength, 4 stamina, another belt. I can do that. Let's communicate through DefCam stream. There you go. There you go. Thank you for answering. Considering matching up engineering with tailoring. Ooh, okay, okay. That's pretty cool. Engineering and tailoring. I can see that, man. Engineering. So the other thing I know a lot of warlocks who like that. I think the fear trinket. I don't know what patch it comes out. The fear trinket for warlocks. I don't know if it's like the ZG patch or not, or when it comes out. But there is a fear trinket you can make for warlocks from blacksmithing that a lot of warlocks go for, right? Vegas, how you doing, brother? Will you do one of those tier lists? What, the ones that everyone else has done? Like literally every other streamer? No, I'm not gonna do one of those. I'm not. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end in about 15 minutes, guys. Because we did Good Morning Azeroth and then this, so we went right from stream to stream. But I just love hanging out with you guys, so I'm probably gonna call it in about 15 minutes or so. But before that, there was something I wanted to watch. What the hell did I want to watch? What did I want to watch? Oh, real quick, before I forget. Speaking of Cargos, this warrior video talked about the hamstring method. I'm a new warrior, and I keep trying to emulate it, but I don't think I'm doing it right. Do you know a video showing it off? So I'm not, so I know how it works, right? And so basically, it works the same way as earthbind kiting. So let's see if there's an earthbind kiting or earthbind. Okay, so here's an earthbind kiting video, I think. Let's see. So the thing about earthbind kiting and hamstring kiting is it's basically very simple, and what it is the way to do it correctly is to strafe basically just left and right. So I don't know if he has it here or not. So okay, shaman kiting, how to moonwalk. I don't know. This is how to moonwalk, or this is the how to moonwalk. Like, okay, so basically, go to my advanced shaman guide. Oh God, Melderon, why can't he? When is it though? When is it in your? Can you give me a Melderon's advanced shaman guide? Okay, here we go. Is there a? Let's see if you mentioned it here in your. Oh God, here we go. Look at all these things. Dude, this is the advanced shaman guide by far. Her earthbind cunning. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So, who asked that question? Who was it? Okay. Okay, backslide Dan. Here we go, brother. It's going to work the same way, right? And I love how Cargo's picture is here too. So basically, it's the same exact thing. I don't know. Is Earthbind and Hamstring are very similar reduce of speed, right? So it's going to be the same thing essentially. So let's listen to Melderon real quick and listen to what he has to say.
Process that was developed by Mana Spring Math. Let's first go over Earthbind kiting. This is a process that was developed by Cargos in his Shaman Leveling Guide. If you haven't checked out that video, definitely check it out. It's a very good video. So what this does is that it limits the amount of damage you as a Shaman will take soloing in the world. Mob swing timers are usually much faster than yours, especially if you're using a two-handed weapon. Before we get any deeper, this is something that you're going to use if you're only using two-handers.
Okay, so Earthbind is 50%. Hamstring is 40% reduction. So similar enough, right? It's definitely similar enough.
It works the best with the slower the two-hander is. Let's look at this image right here. We have you as the shaman in the bottom of the image. We have your swing timer that hasn't started moving yet. We have an Earthbind totem in the middle, and we have this boar that you're going to be attacking. So what's going to happen first is that you're going to engage the boar and get closer to him, and you'll notice that the Earthbind debuff will show up on the boar itself. Step one is that you're going to trade hits with the boar. You're going to hit the boar is going to hit you, and your swing timer will start to fill up.
Oh, there you go. Max rank Hamstring is 50% as well. Okay, there you go.
When that fills up all the way, you'll swing again.
If you, heyo, I will subscribe. All right, ready? What do? I just go heyo, heyo. Was that good?
Yeah, so think of it as a cooldown. So what you're going to do, as soon as you trade hits, you're going to strafe to your right.
There you go.
Or
strafe
left,
to your
matter,
right.
But we're going to use right in this example, and you're going to strafe to your right and let that swing timer start filling up. The reason why you're strafing and not turning around is that you do not want to give the mob your back, because if you give them your back, you have the chance of receiving the dazed mechanic, which will slow your movement speed as well. So make sure you always have yourself facing the mob, strafing, not backpedaling or turning around. Remember, the boar is moving 50% slower than you are, so you're going to move much faster and farther than it. When your swing timer reaches about 75% full, you're going to immediately strafe in the other direction towards the boar. So now this image is showing you strafing in the other direction, strafing towards the boar again, and you'll eventually hit the boar when your swing timer is at 100%, and you'll trade hit for hit again, and the swing timer will start counting up again. And then you're going to strafe in the other direction, and then you're going to rinse and repeat.
So basically, guys, and the reason why he uses the swing timer here, and thank you for the subscription, Orion Black, is you want to know when you're about to swing again. So if you know the time of your weapon, you know what I mean, you can get used to that and know when you're about to hit. But a swing timer helps a lot with that. So basically, just like Melron said, so if you're hamstringing the target or if you're having him earthbound, what you want to do is say this is the target and say this is you, right? Say he's slowed. You're going to want to, boom, you whack him, and then you run here, and he's going after you, and then you come back and you whack him, and then he goes after you. You come back and you whack him, and then you go this way, and then you come back and you whack him, and then you go that way, and then we whack him, and then whack him, and then whack him. And that's basically earthbind kiting, right? So, yes, you probably would help better if you have a swing timer. I hope you guys liked that little demonstration that I did there. Way better than Melron's, right? But, yeah, basically, you dab, I well hit the ball. So, Top Brow Entertainment, absolutely, yeah. So, listen, guys, I'm sorry, Soul, I will never dab. The highest of brows, yeah. Basically, so two-handed to get swing timers to measure this properly and strafe left to right physically. Yes, the strafing is definitely the way you want to do it, because if you run away and run back, it's, you know, first of all, it's not good, right? It's not good. You want to go left to right. Especially with Earthbind Titan, it helps a lot way. But hamstrings, basically the same thing. So there you go, my dude.
Is you're strafing back and forth, trading hit for hit with that boar, so you're taking much less damage. Let's use an extreme example and say your swing timer is at 4 seconds and the boar's is at 2. Normally, you would take a hit every 2 seconds from the boar, but now you're taking one every 4 seconds. You're literally...
Yeah, that's the thing. Swing timer is probably not going to be right in the beginning. But it probably will be allowed back. Yeah, you know, it might take a little bit to get there, but it might not be available like right when Classic comes out. But I'm sure someone will definitely make that. So, you know, swing timer is nice and all, but you can probably get used to it. But the thing is, you're going to switch your items up every once in a while. So a swing timer is very nice to have for that. And Earthbind kiting is very well, especially when you know that the mob's going to hit hard, right? You can definitely, you know. Like, I remember doing it against an elite mob, and, you know, so you're minimizing the amount that this target is going to hit you, which fucking is really nice, especially if it's an elite mob or someone that hits really hard, and you're not doing anything less. You're basically hitting them as much as you would have, right? So you're not doing, it's not like, you know, oh my god, I'm going to miss a weapon attack if I do this. No, you're just minimizing the amount that target's going to hit you. It can be done without swing timer. Yeah, it definitely can be, yeah. Thanks for the licks, brother, man. Was on the toilet. Damn sausage burritos. Master, dude. Oh, my God. I had fucking Korean food last night. And, yeah, I had some horrible toilet time this morning. So, I'm sorry, Saul. I'm not going to dab, brother. I'm not going to do it. Respect the fact that I won't dab, my man. Respect it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to dab, bro. I'm not going to do it. I mean, I would hope that you would subscribe for the content and not for me dabbing, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but honestly, like, okay, when it comes to warriors and shamans, very, 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 you know, similar if you're using a two-hander. I personally, I mean, I love it. I love the feeling of having a giant fucking two-hander. But remember, from a lot of the people, a lot of the guys who have watched, what was it, Minoru or Mizoto Shaman, right? Yeah. Remember, guys, there's another way, right? And that is, oh wait, that was the shamans, right? It was the warrior. Hold on, Minoto warrior. If you guys have ever seen this video, it's fucking great, all right?
Numbers and money. So let's.
It's all about
strength on them. And I like strength and being real strong.
Staffs are fucking awesome for warriors, brothers.
But
okay, really fucking good, especially in early game, man.
So when choosing a weapon for leveling,
I love this video,
Weapon
dude.
damage and DPS are really the only two stats that you should be seriously looking at.
And there are some really good
Stats
staffs
like
out there,
strength
dude, that are
very,
really
very
good
secondary.
for
They don't do much.
for fucking
For example,
warriors.
Corpse Maker gives 15 strength, which people...
Exactly, guys. Remember DPS, right? 15 strength only equates
it's
to what?
amazing.
2 DPS, something like that?
15 strength equates to about 2.1 damage
2.1 damage per second. So you add that on there, right? And it becomes, what, 31 DPS. Well, if you have a staff that gives 32 DPS and it gives intellect and spirit, that staff's still better. You know what I mean? Or intellect and stamina, or spirit and stamina, whatever. It's still better because even though 15 strength, all it does is give you that little bit of extra damage per that DPS. You would get that from the staff either way. It's in my guide, yeah. Oh, there you go. Viv has it in his guide too. Oh, by the way, Melderon, did you see Viv's guide, dude? Melderon, did you see Viv's fucking guide? It's fucking amazing. It is so fucking good. I will hit the bell if you I don't know. There you go. There's a for you. Just keep your hand off my damn warden staff. Oh yeah, exactly, dude. But that staff in the staff in, what is it from? SFK. Odo's lay staff. Yeah. Who do you think categorized it? Oh yeah. yeah. So Odo's lay staff. Okay, here it is. Odo's lay staff. This fucking staff, dude. So good for warriors, right? For classic. It's a 2.9, but it gives 5 stam, 12 spirit, dude. So fucking nice, man. You know, I mean, yeah, like weapon speed is good and all, but you want to look at the DPS, right? The DPS is fucking amazing. And I mean, spirit is so nice for warriors as well. So just keep your hand. Yeah, warden staff is fucking nice too. I mean, warden staff. Let's see, dude. Yeah. I mean, literally, guys. Come on. Bears need this shit. All right. Slave driver's cane. Damn, that sounds like a pretty fucking crazy slave driver's cane. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is the one that drops off Ramstein. Yeah, 3.9 second staff with 29 strength and 12 fucking stamina. Holy shit. Stamina, I'm sorry. What's 2222 plus 11? It's 3, man. Best in slot. Yeah, Barrow, absolutely. Two-handed tanking. How to switch YouTube chat. Switch chat dead. Aw. Twitch chat dead. Oh, well. But, yeah, we're going to be ending it in a couple minutes anyways, guys. So, but yeah, this is a fucking epic fucking item, dude. Look at that. 29 strength, 12 stamina. Amazing, dude. Stamina. Yeah, stamina. I can't say stamina right. And then, what's the staff? What's the staff that has the chance on stun? What is that staff? Fuck. I forget the name of it. It has a chance on stun effect. It's really fucking nice, yeah. 12 stamina. I can't say stamina, dude. Stamina. Hashtag stamina. You fucking guys, dude. Oh, man. Alright, boys. Anything else? Listen, guys. I had a lot of fun this weekend. Remember, guys, tomorrow is Mother's Day, alright? Tomorrow is Mama's Day. Chiefs Enforcer. Is that it, Tristan? Let's see. Chiefs. I think that's it, honestly. Enforcer. Yes! This is it. This is it, dude. This fucking thing, man. Yeah. Chance on hit stuns the target for 3 seconds. Fucking awesome. Will you be with your mom? Absolutely, Kenny. We're going to spend all day with my mama. We're going to take her out to go get some dinner. We're going to get her some flowers and shit. And, sing im Mitter Lanli. Does that mean Happy Mother's Day? But anyway, guys, yeah, tomorrow's is Mother's Day. Make sure you spend some time with your mothers. Remember, your mother brought you into this world, and she can take you out of it. That's what my mom always says. I brought you into this world, Def Camp, and I can take you out of it. That's literally what Mama Def Camp told me. Flowers and some shit as well. Yeah, definitely. Never Ming. How tired was Mama Def after the 4-hour break? Yeah, last night, yeah, Melderon, so last night I was telling Vomp how we had to get out of the house for 4 hours, and he was like, what the fuck? So no, Vomp, she had a demonstration. My mom had a demonstration at the house. Me, my brother, and my stepdad all had to leave the house for 4 hours. She had all her lady friends come over, and they literally, like, demonstrated. You know how they have, like, those demonstrations? What my mom was really doing, though, and you guys know women, all women are like, hey, man, whatever she calls it. Vomp, listen to me. Listen to me, dude. This is how all women are. My mom literally just got the carpets and the floors redone. My mom has never had a demonstration before. This is how catty women are. So my mom decided, oh, I'm going to show off my new, you know, floors and all her carpets that she got in here. So I'm going to have a demonstration, invite all my friends over and show them how nice my house looks. Such a fucking women move right there, dude. I'm sorry, but that is, my mom is such a typical South Philly Italian mom where, like, all that matters is like, appearances, right? Appearances is all that matters to my mom. It's fucking great, dude. But yeah, so we're gonna cook for Mama tomorrow, right? We're gonna get her some food, we're gonna have a nice night out, and we're gonna enjoy it, boys. And until then, I will be back on Monday, so no stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be spending the time with my mother, of course, and I won't be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately, but I will be back on Monday, boys, for another stream, another day closer to Classic WoW. And I want to tell you boys right now, I love you. I appreciate you. You mean the world to me. And, yeah, I had a good day, guys. We had GMA. We had, you know, we had Dunedain on for a while. That was fucking great. And, so I will see you guys on Monday. Bruh, nice stream, bruh. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, man. My mother is on a cruise ship. No work for me. Oh, there you go. Have a good one, guys. See you Monday. Everyone, yeah, see you in the Discord, everyone else. Remember, guys, keep on keybinding and grinding, and peace. I will see you boys on Monday. Oh, wait, one's quick. Kevin asked a question. A bit off topic. How good on a scale of 1 to 10 are Shadow Priests in solo farming mobs? Okay, Kevin, that's a pretty good question. Solo farming mobs, they're pretty decent. From a 1 to 10, I'd say like maybe a 7. Because the fact is they can do really well with just, you know, regenerating their mana really well. So definitely not like a hunter, but they're good enough, brother. So I'd give them around a 7 or so. So there you go, a little tidbit before we go, guys. I'll see you on Monday. Peace out, boys. Keep on and grinding. Take it easy, brothers. Peace. I love you. Bye. Okay.